Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shady's Games, and today we're going to be playing Secret of Mana, originally for the Super Nintendo. We are playing the one from the Collection of Mana for the Nintendo Switch. This will be our very first time playing it on stream, so if you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing. But if you'd like to check out some of the games we played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel. For today, we'll go ahead and get into the game. Basically, I want to give some context for these games before we get started, because some of you, I imagine, aren't super familiar with this series. So the Japanese name for this series was Seiken Densetsu, which literally translates to Legend of the Sacred Sword, or Magic Sword, depending on how you look at it. So originally this series started as a spin-off from Final Fantasy, but by the second game in the series, they decided to make it its own thing, and they kind of just dropped all references to Final Fantasy from it. But like Final Fantasy, it's one of those series where each game is completely standalone, and instead just has a bunch of similar themes. So while Final Fantasy, you got crystals that appear in basically every game, and elements. Secret of Mana, the big thing is you've got the Sacred Mana Tree that appears in basically every game, and the Mana Sword. Also, evil people that want to misuse the power of mana. Very common elements in every game. So this originally came out on Super Nintendo. The original Super Nintendo translation is notoriously very bad. It was done by Square Enix's in-house English translator at the time by the name of Ted Woolsey. You may not know him by name, you probably know him by reputation. If you've heard the phrase, "You spoony bard," that was Ted Woolsey. He's a bit notorious, because a lot of his releases are pretty goofy. But I think at a time when nobody was taking translation seriously, he was at least trying. So I do give him credit. He has said that translating Secret of Mana nearly killed him. Because number one, they gave him the script exactly as it appeared in the code, which is to say, with every line of dialogue in random order. So he didn't have any context to any spoken line, which makes things difficult to translate. And number two, he was given all of 6 weeks to bang out the script. Also, for some reason, the programmers decided to use a fixed width font, which meant, as you know, usually it's difficult to cram English into the same space as the Japanese dialogue. By using a fixed width font, he had even less space than normal. So he's complained that he had to basically cut down every line of dialogue to its basic core, almost infantilizing the dialogue just to get any meaning across. And a whole lot of plot points ended up getting dropped just to fit any dialogue in there whatsoever. Also, one of the big things that gets talked about a lot as far as Secret of Mana is there's 3 characters in here. You'll see them on the screen there in a second. You've got the male protagonist, the female protagonist, and the sprite. So one thing we're going to get right out of the way at the beginning is one of the biggest points of confusion about this game is the gender of the sprite. In the original Japanese script, they are originally referred to partially by genderless pronouns, particularly in the instruction manual, but in the game itself often referred to by male pronouns. It is my understanding, coming from people who know more about Japanese than I do, that the masculine pronouns are probably correct, and the genderless ones are generally spoken by characters that have no idea what the sprite is. Like, most of the characters of the game have never seen a sprite before, so they have no idea what to make of this person. This is more confusing by the fact that a lot of translations just sort of took one pronoun set and stuck with it. France, thank you France for being weirdos, for some reason used feminine pronouns. For no reason I can determine, since they're not used for the sprite anywhere in the game. Just France out there being weird. But yeah, basically the consensus is if you want to use he or they for the sprite, that is probably most correct. And sprite themselves would probably not care what pronouns they're using because they are too busy picking your pockets. You should probably check and make sure your wallet's still there, honestly. Now, I'm told that the collection of mana version that we're going to be playing today actually does have a new translation. So I'll be eager to see how that works out. We checked the bard really was spoony. He was very spoony. Kiwi, welcome in. My day is going good. It's entirely too hot out here, though. How are you doing today, Kiwi? Hope you're doing good. My male protagonist, female protagonist, and Sprite Lemonade. Ooh. Choke on them, I use tap to pay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Why is my controller not working all of a sudden? Hello? My controller go to sleep? What is happening here? Hang on, give me 2 seconds. Alright. Alright, there we go. It was very weird. D-pad didn't seem to be working there. Alright. So yeah, we need to name the main character right here. So in the original version of the game, the male main character wasn't given a name in the game. Just like you see, the default is blank. However, for what it's worth, in the original Japanese manual, the male character's name was Randy with an I, R-A-N-D-I. However, just keeping with how we do things on stream, I think we're gonna name him Max. I think that is probably keeping with old stream traditions. That would be best. Just had a gummy you could tear up a sandwich right now? That sounds nice. Let's see. I saw some of Summer Games Fest, and then once I couldn't take it anymore, I waited until it was over and then read a recap. Guild Wars 3 is exciting. I played a lot of Guild Wars 2, so I'm excited for that one. Like a ferret on meth. There's a hell of an image. Max Mana. Max and Sam, basically. I will be mentioning the girl's name and the sprite's name when they come up too, because also I think they get cute names. Oops, nope. Where's the start button here? Is this the start button? That's the start button. Using the power of mana, a civilization had grown strong. In time, mana was used to create the ultimate weapon, the Mana Fortress. This angered the gods. They sent their beasts to destroy the fortress. A violent war rocked the world, and mana seemed to disappear. Before all was lost, a hero with a mana sword smashed the fortress. Though the civilization had been destroyed, the world was peaceful again. But time flows like a river, and history repeats. I love that line. Such a great way to start a game. Hey guys, wait up! Ah! Shh, be quiet. The Elder will find us here and he'll be mad. Yeah, we're not supposed to be here. There's a ghost around. Ha! Do you really believe that? People say that to scare us. I heard Grandpa say something about a shiny object near the falls. There must be some kind of treasure. We have to find it. Oh, I'm falling! Ah! And then he died. The end. It's a very short game. Sorry. Ouch! Whew. No way to get back up. Now what am I gonna do? I mean, about the head trauma? That was a hell of a fall, my dude. Let's see, what was your main? You were as Sylvari Necro? Oh god, it's been a long time. I don't remember what I played. I remember I was the, I think it was a ranger that had the pets. I had a pet tortoise. He was so adorable. Yes, give me go over. Oh my god. I've told that story before about how I found that cave at 2 a.m. and it scared the shit out of me. And this here is me first mate, Shane. Say hello, Shane. Not the thing you want to find at surprise at 2 a.m. More like a tailboat? I mean, if he had a tailboat, it is powder at this point. Just absolutely gone. Like, he must have fallen like 4 stories. Come on. Come on. Voice calling out his name there. Mysterious. Favorite character type though were the Asura? Oh yeah, the floating, that was really interesting. And a cool dungeon that they just kept adding cool stuff onto. Ow, my coccyx. Village is this way. I have to find something to cut through. It's so weird to me that the protagonist of this game is mostly a silent protagonist, but is kind of chatty at the beginning of the game. Really weird. They just sort of stop having him talk the first hour in. Yeah, Dr. Shane's medical opinion. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that one looked painful. Alright. I see cool sword. I want cool sword. X, remove the sword. Who are you? What's this sword doing here? Huh? Ow! That light! So bright I can't see! Ah! Ghost! Max, it is I who asked the sword. Hey, what? You mean this sword? The brilliant light is gone in an instant. I have to get back. Alright, I got a sword. Return the slab. I'd assume that was the name. Thank you, thank you. Sword to Lake. I'm now the king of the Britons. Yay. Max, I am your father. I can cut through these weeds with this sword. As you can see right there, he is correct. Absolutely no way to just walk through or around the weeds. We have to cut them down with the sword. Very realistic. Whoa, what's a rabbit doing in a place like this? Alright, so this is a good opportunity to explain how the combat works, because it's a little unusual in this game. So you're going to want to look at the bar at the bottom of the screen right there. So, I swing my sword, hit him for 18, and you see, I get a little percentage thing that counts up from 0 to 100 every time I swing. Now watch what happens if I hit that rabbite when it's still charging. Only did 1 damage. So basically this is kind of pseudo turn-based. After you swing your sword, you've got that charging time, and to do full damage, you have to wait until it fully charges. Otherwise, you're only doing a small percentage of the damage you're supposed to have. So that's kind of the fundamental gameplay loop of the game. Is, so just for cutting down weeds, I can just swing as fast as I want, but normally, you're going to want to wait for it to charge all the way before you actually hit enemies. I didn't vote for you! I need to rewatch that movie, it's been too long. Also, I mentioned one of my favorite songs right near the beginning of the game. It's this one. I love this song so much. Rabbites are just minding their own business. For some reason, the game refers to rabbites as monsters. And like, they do bite me if I get close. I guess there is that, but they do look kind of harmless otherwise. It's true. They do be vibing, it's true. But also, when I kill them, I get XP. I love XP. And I'm hoping at least get level 2 before I leave this area. That would be really nice. Oh, the most recent Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That one was pretty good. Not spectacular, but good. I enjoyed it. Saw that one in the theater back when it first came out. Yeah, monsters. If it wasn't a monster, it wouldn't give XP. It's just the rules. The Brabant of Chernobog. I thought I recognized him. Rabbits are adorable, I'll give you that. Ow. They are super cute. I kind of like them a lot. As a design. Oh, you see, sometimes monsters drop chests too. How do we open chests? Violently. Look at that. I don't know why he does that, but that's the way he opens chests. Shake them violently and then smash them into the ground to open them up. Don't just like try and open the lid. That's insane. Ow. And we got candy out of that, which is the weakest of the healing items. Alright, so I leveled up and my sword level went up 1. Which is you sort of level up with the weapon you're using and you get a little more proficient with it. D&D style. Yeah, all the healing items are sweet, which is cute. The Holy Hand Grenade. A graphical update of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I will never play that game. That is the meanest game ever made for my money. There's a lot of games that are very difficult, but there's few games that I will say hate you. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy hates you. Manna, you gotta lay down. All right, thanks so much for stopping by, Manna. I'm glad you had a good grill lunch. That sounds amazing. You have a good rest. We'll see you around. And Sim, welcome in. Wish candy would heal me. I mean, it heals my soul, I feel. It heals where it counts. All right, so I see a sign there. We'll check that out in a sec. Go. Forest off limits. Well, I'm coming from the off limits forest, so there's not really much I can do there. Damage has already been done, I'm sorry to say. Oh, God. 3 of them. There we go. All right. Did take a few hits there, not ideal. Oh, dang it. Gotta get that nice arc, see if I can hit them both. Yeah, enemies at the bottom of the screen like this are my least favorite because they're covered by the UI, making my job harder than it needs to be. Alright, there we go. Hit level 2, because your weapon level and your character level are independent. And we got 2 chests here, hell yes. Secret of Manna Way. Alright, just shitloads of candy that I'm finding laying around. And you can see that that level up also restored my health, which is very nice. I appreciate that. Got me a little bit more too. Oh no, this is where I came from. Alright, went backwards for a second. Yeah, as you can see, there's now another Rabite down here because enemies do respawn just by scrolling the screen, which is very dangerous. I mean, on the one hand, it means you're going to get a lot of XP walking around here, and when you get lost, my god. But, yeah, it's a little, it's not great. Also, you may notice that occasionally those Rabites have attacked me, and it looks like my character blocked. That's not me doing anything, that is just a percentage chance. Just happens sometimes. Did you see that, Max? A minute ago, something lit up the sky near the falls. I have a real bad feeling about this. Oh, quit Han Soloing at me, lady. Don't be like that. Alright, we got to a village. Let's explore. Hey, Max, stop playing with that sword before you hurt someone. I mean, is there any consolation that if I hurt anyone, it'll probably be myself? Does that take any of the sting off of it? Probably not, unfortunately. There's a strange guy in here. He looks kind of scary. Let's go see the scary guy in the bar. That guy seems to be a knight from somewhere. What's he doing here? Also, all of the vendors do this dance. I don't know why. They never stop. But get used to seeing that animation a lot. Oh, it's you, Max. Elliot was pale and about to faint. What happened? I probably nearly died. That's all. Don't worry about it. Wow, old guy at a bar that doesn't feel like talking to strangers. How unusual. Uh-oh. I see the other people I was with over there. Let's hold off on talking to them. See cashiers and stores do that dance IRL all the time. Oh my god. Oh, on an errand for the elder? Best hurry along. Alright. I can't actually shop the store now. This is one of the more unusual things about Secret of Mana is all the menus are rings. Which is interesting. I don't want to buy anything right now. So we'll come back later. Hey Punisher, welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, they do that in 3D? I gotta check out what the 3D one looks like. That's gotta be weird. Max, the Elder was looking for you. What did you do this time? Almost died? Falling from a tremendous height? Don't get mad at me about that. Get slightly culturally inappropriate. Oh god. Japan! Pan! Just woke up. Good morning, Punisher. Yeah, it is nice that you can see what you got a little bit easier. That's true. One night is 5 GP. You want to stay? Nah, right now we're full health. Save the game? Sure. You can quick save in this version, which is nice. I appreciate that. Ooh, gonna finish Pragmata today. I hope you enjoy that one. That one I would like to play at some point. Help! Monsters have surrounded the village. Something's wrong. We better stay inside. Well, that's bad. Alright, time to face some consequences. Max, you're not hurt. They just told me what happened. I thought you were a goner! I probably should have been. I felt like 4 stories. I told you it was stupid to bring someone like him along. You idiots! Weren't you told not to go there? Huh? Max, what's that you have? Oh no, it couldn't be. Cool! Did you find the treasure? Way to go! What have you done? How could you have pulled out the Mana Sword? It's impossible! The Mana Sword? Legend has it that our village is finished. The sword is removed, and here it is. It is said that the Mana Sword has been protecting our village from disaster. So that's it. That's why all the monsters are attacking us now. How could an outsider like you yank out the sword and bring doom to us all? Ow! Hey! Stop it! You did it! It's your fault! Oh, quit hitting! You! Please stop! Ah! Earthquake! Oh man, my coccyx. Help! monster! You have a sword, don't you? Use it! Hey, can you hear me? Watch how the monster moves before attacking. And we got our first boss battle immediately. Ow! And I get knocked unconscious. Which is just a status condition, honestly. Oops. Nope. Ow! 1 damage and it still knocks me unconscious. Ow! Alright, that hit harder. Get up! Oh my, get up! There we go. Jesus. Where's my ring menu? Alright, there's that menu. Yeah, I love this boss theme. It's very catchy. You're gonna hear it a lot, because it's for every boss in the game. Let's see. You caught up on chat? Monsters! Getting ragdolled by biotic. Oh god, yeah. Alright, so. Let's see. How do I get out of here? Continue game. Whoa! Dang it! Oh god. I'm gonna have to find my ring menu and use a healing item. Ow! I used a spell on me. And I'm toast. Hang on, I'll help you! Clear your mind. Wait till you have 100% power and then attack. Alright, so I think this is a fight I have to win, so the game's gonna give me some, game's gonna be generous here. Ow! Get up! There, I got a hit on him. Of course, I can't dodge gem missile because it's auto-targeting. Yep, alright, so it'll revive me if I get knocked down, so that's good. Let's let him do that then. Ah, come on! How did I not dodge that? God damn it. Come on. Yeah, I've got massive head trauma from, like, all of the falls I'm taking today, it would seem. I'm not sure there is a way to dodge that. Some of the boss fights in this game are not great. There we go. That little metallic noise you heard was the boss blocking. Now, how is he able to keep hitting me with these cups of wishes? That's impressive. I probably should have bought some armor at the shop while I had the chance. That's probably why I'm getting knocked unconscious so easily. Ow. Oh yeah, we're at the start of Fate of Atlantis too. There's a lot of head trauma in that game. Did that not damage him? It should damage him. Thank goodness he seems to have infinite cups of wishes to revive me. There we go. I'm pretty sure you did get rezzed when you fought the boss on the first one. It was kind of really mean. I got knocked down, but I got up again. And I got the sword's orb. You did it! Wait there, I'll pull you up. We'll deal with what that orb is in a second. Now I can go food coma. Alright, Mana, you have a good rest. I'm glad you had a good lunch to put you into a coma, and we'll see you around. Enjoy your lurk. Whoa! That appears to be the real Mana Sword. Huh? What? It is supposed to be pulled out by a knight in times of great trouble. Problem is, you're too young. Something must have happened to the Mana Sword. Here, it's yours! Alright, but the sword is losing its power. It must be re-energized. Only the person who pulled it free can do that. What should I do? Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. She's been protecting these lands for over 200 years. Listen to her advice. Max, the Elder wants you in his house. Well, I have to be off. Oh, my name is Gemma. I'll wait for you inside the Water Palace. Well, I pulled the sword and am chosen one. Oops. Best pizza of your life there, hell yes. The bathroom is basically the Palace of Water. Ah, here is my ring menu. Alright, so I've got the rusty sword. Is my only weapon. Nope. How do I get to the other menus? Ah, there we go. There's my candy. And I don't have any armor. I have no armor whatsoever. That might explain some things. Alright, Argent, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. You have a good rest. We will see you around. Whew, my nerves are shot. You didn't even do anything, dude. Oh, can I not go shopping with him right now? Damn it. He's not selling me anything. I'll try and come back in a sec. Probably gotta talk to the Elder first. Alright. Elder, we can't go on like this. Yeah, there's no relief in sight. Oh, Max. Really done it to me this time. The reason why monsters appeared is because you removed the sword. It's settled. We can't let Max stay in the village anymore. If we do, more monsters will come after him. Go! Get out of here! Yeah, on your way now. I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the village. You can take what's in the treasure chest downstairs. And just like that, I've been banished from the village. Getting out. See you later. No, you won't actually. Banished forever. Found some cash. I guess that's something. Nothing else to see, I don't think. I took you in and I raised you, but there's nothing I can do to help. Please forgive me. I know I've told you this before, but your mother brought you to this village when you were just a baby. Soon afterwards, she disappeared. I took you and have done my best to raise you. Now we must part. Truly hope you can find your mother someday. Goodbye, Max. Don't be all sentimental after you kicked me out of the village publicly. Max, you've always been special to me. Get stuffed! It's a bum job with no pay. It's true. It's true. Yeah, they're like, you pulled out the sword? Oh, you are banished forever. Yeah, get the hell out of this village and never return. Oh, I'll miss you. What a jerk. I'm only selling you stuff because the Elder ordered it. Well, screw you too, dude. Alright, so let's buy some overalls. We desperately need some armor. Buy a bandana as well. Go. Let's buy let's buy at least one medical herb because I think that cures poison or something. Nope. Alright, I think we're good there. You have to equip new armor for it to protect you. Let's do that now, then. It was right there, I think. Equip. So bandana gives me an extra 2 armor. No? Oh no, I do have overalls. Damn it. All right. So armor is in a separate menu. Good to know. Alright, well, we'll see if the next character we meet needs overalls. So let's look at some of these menus now. We'll look at more of them later. So stat right here is where you can see your actual, like, numerical stats. So I've got a hit percentage of 79% and evade percentage of 64%. That's that block animation I was telling you about. Game Gumo, you take care of yourself. Thanks for stopping by. We will see you around. You have to put armor on to work. Usually I just hold it in front of me like a shield. I guess that would be better though, I suppose. Alright, so we got that. We've got weapon magic level. So right now all I've got is the rusty sword, which is at level 1. Type sword, energy orb 1 of 2, we'll get to that later. Action grid, we'll get to that later. Controller edit, you can change your controls. Window edit, you can actually change what the dialogue windows look like, which is pretty neat. I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so I got a tiny bit more defense there, I'll take that. Anybody else I want to talk to on the way out? See if any of the other villagers have anything to say. Here's the southeast exit. Go now before something else happens. So rude. We're in danger as long as you're here. Please leave. Wow, this town sucks. You know what? I'm gonna leave not because he told me to, but because I don't want to be here. You guys are the worst. Get out of the doorway! Imagine if you pulled the Master Sword in Zelda, it was all rusty after all that build-up, I would be heartbroken. Like, that's it? Where's the rest of it? I feel sad, but there's nothing I can do. It's your fault. Oh yeah, you sound really sad. And he just says the same thing right there. I feel bad, but also, screw you. Thanks, lady. Appreciate it. Yeah, everybody seems to be keeping a low profile. That's nice of them. Have everything you need? I think so, yeah. You are hereby banished from Potos village. Now get out of here. Well, thanks, you jerk. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind the village being burned to the ground at this point. They're so mean. I had to pull the sword. There were weeds. What was I supposed to do about the weeds? Cannon Travel Center. I'm sorry, what? Wow, that guy's pumped up. Hi, we, the Cannon Travel Brothers, are building a global network. Going to the Water Palace? Gemma's already left. You paid your way too. Hop in. No thanks. Well, if you want to walk to the Water Palace, head west. So yeah, I can basically fast travel to the Water Palace, but I wouldn't mind getting some XP. And that was a dodge right there. Completely whiffed. Plus this way we'll get some chests too. Maybe some good loot? I like loot. Again, this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. And my wife and I just read a book about the 1948 Jeju Uprising. Yeah, unfortunately. That must have been a tough read. Hopefully it was interesting. I imagine it was interesting. Just a lot. Oh, jeez! I actually thought that flower was scenery for a second. Then it attacked me. Got bit by a flower there. Got a medical herb though. That's nice. Up Water Palace, right Potos Village, bottom Kingdom Pandora. Alright. Well, we are heading to the Water Palace, so. Also, let me see if I can do this yet. I'm going to targeting menu. Yes, so I can see the names of enemies now. So this is a mushroom. mushroom. Which is nice that you don't need a like special spell to be able to see enemy names. I appreciate that. Danger, beware of goblins. Mind goblins? I've heard all kinds of things about the mind goblins. Oh yeah, I just noticed the volume is getting a little bit loud. Let me turn that down a little bit. Alright, how's that? A little bit better? I'll go just a tiny bit more. Yeah, let me know if that's okay. Hopefully that's a little bit better. And yeah, never feel afraid to mention that. We'll always double check. Sometimes that do happen. Alright, goblins, they say. I will keep an eye out for goblins, definitely. Don't know what I'm going to do if I find goblins. Would I even mind goblins? Good question. And I hit level 3. My HP is now 69. What do you guys think about that? Guys have any thoughts about my new HP total? Welcome to Nico's. Alright. See what that is right there. Candy won't fit. So I've already hit the cap for candy. Can't hold anymore. What is the cap for candy? 4. I can only hold 4 candy at a time. Oh, no. New health level? Nice. Nice, nice. Alright, it's got a little shack over here. I say shack, but that's a pretty nice place. 4 candles. And hey, we've got a cat person. Need anything? Yeah, what you got? Really? Yeah, what'll it be? Shop. Perfectly priceless items available. So Nico here is the special vendor. We'll run into Nico several times in the game. He sells the best stuff in the game, but it's always very expensive. Candy, wristband, more armor, the rabbite cap, let's see, the hair ribbon, the barrel, 900 GP for the barrel, medical herb, the fairy walnut, 1000 GP, the royal jam, 200. I'm trying to think if there was actually a way to see what items do. I thought there was. Don't remember what that would have been. Doesn't seem like there is. I thought there was a way to get descriptions for items. I could be wrong though. Now the walnut restores your MP. I remember that much, but I'm just like, for the other stuff it would be nice to have some sort of description. So you notice you can see in the center of the ring who can equip stuff. But my character can equip the wristband. And the bandana, which we already have one of those. And that's literally it. I will get a wristband. And we'll just stick with that for right now. And we'll try equipping that and see what I get out of that. So we're gonna equip. So that's in a 3rd armor slot, and that gives me +1 armor. It's not much, but I'll take it. Little tiny bit extra armor. Alright. Just considering we had literally nothing in that slot, at this point I'll just take whatever they want to give me. Dang it. Let's see what we got here. Geek Boy, welcome in. How are you doing today, Geek Boy? Got another medical herb there, nice. Alright, what's going on here? This way to the water palace? Alright, that's the right way. What's happening here? We need a whip to go through the shortcut to the castle of Eleni. Eleni the witch. We came from Pandora to fight Eleni, the witch in the haunted forest. Alright. That's Major Dialogue. This mission will be full of danger, but we'll do our best. Major Dialogue, all set. Right, let's go. Alright. Weird. So they're heading off that way. Okay, we'll see how they're doing. They went this way, though. Whoa! Alright. I'm not looking to go that way yet. We're heading up to the water palace. Let's go there first. Hey, why is this kid getting in our faces? Right up in their faces, too. Holy crap. Alright, this certainly looks like somewhere where the water palace would be. It's very wet. Very damp. If there's anything interesting over here. Oh, I can't go all the way over this way. And there's a cave! Waterfall cave. Some force is holding us back. Alright, so I can't go in the waterfall cave yet, but there is one. Yeah, our sword is literally called the Rusty Sword right now. So, yeah, it's not in good shape. But beggars can't be choosers. Let's go, Max. So yeah, I didn't really need to fast travel here. This was pretty close. Another track I really enjoy here. Ooh, alright, we got switches. So, now what? Hey, you, where's Luca? Hey, how rude. Luca, it's nice to see you again. Oh, sorry, that was the lady. Ha! Welcome! What? You mean this girl is 200 years old? What? Oh, Japan. That's true, Rex says, could be. Not a very good weapon there, honestly. Luca, monsters are invading villages. He just fought one. I know. The ebb and flow of water brings me news from around the world. Mana's power is growing weak. That's why this boy was able to take the sword. When he did, the balance of mana in this area shifted, and monsters revived. There are evil monsters working to steal the power of the mana sword. By defeating these evil monsters, you can restore the sword's mana power. The power is kept in orbs. Looks like it regained some power from the mantis ant. There must be more hidden orbs which hold the mana power for the sword. And you must find someone who can forge the sword and release its stored power. Alright, so yeah, it turns out the monsters are my fault. And I'm actually not no chosen one. Just the sword is too weak to stop me from pulling it out. Life Foreign, welcome in. Yes, I did play this as a kid. I rented this from Blockbuster a whole bunch. And then once emulators became a thing, I emulated it and beat it several times. Big fan of this one. I'm excited to be streaming it finally. Gemma, watch out for the Empire. It seeks to obtain the Mana Fortress. You mean the one that destroys the world in that fairy tale? It's no fairy tale. The Empire is trying to awaken it. The Empire is going to unlock the seals from the world's mana seeds. A bunch of strangers have already started snooping around this palace. Something is very wrong in Pandora. Could the Empire be involved? I don't know. Gemma, see the King of Pandora and tell him to be cautious. Right, I'm on my way. Max, you go to the cave called Gaia's Navel. That's a terrible name. Dwarves live in that cave. They make good weapons and know all about weapons. They may know somebody who can reforge and empower that sword of yours. As your sword's power and skill level increase, so too will your ability. Alright. X, what are you so scared of? The fortress? It destroys the world? Eons ago, the ancients used the Mana Fortress in their final battle. But even they could not control mana. In the end, it was your sword that saved the world. Survivors rebuilt the world to honor mana. That is the Mana Sword, but its power is gone. It used its last ounce of power to summon you. Why me? I don't know, but now you must re-energize it. No problem. What should I do? You must become a hero who is worthy of the sword. Who, me? That's impossible! Next, the Empire must not restore the fortress. Regain the sword's power first, or all is lost. What should I do? Oh, no, alright, so but thou must, is what we're doing here. Let's see, you enjoy Mina the Hollower? It looks really good. I will probably pick that up eventually. I remember there was a lot of buzz around that before it came out. Now that it came out, everyone's kind of saying it lives up to the hype, which is exciting. Enough. Hold the sword up to the seed. For a moment, the seed and the sword became one. You have sealed the mana seed with your mana sword. Now the mana power from the seed will be sent only to you and your sword. You'll be able to gain power from the mana seed wherever you are. The world has 8 palaces. Visit them all and receive the power from them all. Take this spear with you. Mana Guardians used it long ago. Alright, got a new weapon, the spear. It will grow and regain its power, just like your mana sword. There must be more weapons like the spear in the world. Find them. I'll restore you. So yeah, she does free heals, and also I can save the game here, so I'll do that. First, head for Gaia's navel, like Gemma said. Look for the underground palace. To reach Gaia's navel, head south through the realm of Pandora. Alright. Mana seed, mana sword, mana power, mana this, mana that, mana. Remember your mana tribe. We'll make a mana out of you. I love it. Alright, so we got these stairs too. What's down here? Something? Anything? A sealed door right there. Looks like it. Where does that lead to? Alright, just empty chamber. Cool. Good talk. Alright. See if she's got anything else to say. Oh, just free heals and saves. Alright. So, head south through Pandora to Gaia's navel. Gotcha, gotcha. Will do. Alright, I don't think there's anything else to see over here then. Eat Scunge, welcome in. How are you doing? How's your week going? And thank you so much for a 25-month resub. I appreciate that. Also, I'm probably seeing it wrong, but those statue heads on the wall look like deer heads. I'm not 100% sure what that's supposed to be. Alright. Let's see, I do have to blow my nose real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Or TIE Fighters, could be that too. KC, do you'd imagine Dragons? It sounds like a good band name. Somebody should steal that. Alright, can I go to that weird cave over here now? Curious what it was that was keeping me out of there. Nope, still can't get in that cave. Alright, in that case, gotta go to Pandora. I can't go follow that Dialect guy because I said I needed a... They said I needed a whip to follow him, and I don't have a whip yet. I've got a sword and a spear. Yeah, this game has one of my, for my money, one of the best soundtracks of the Super Nintendo era. And one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. Also, I'm strong enough now that I can one-shot rabbits. That's impressive. Alright, and this track right here is one of my favorites. Oh god! Goblins! Shit! I got kidnapped! Help! Ouch! You, do not move. Just stay still. You are very lucky. You're going to be our main dish. Help! Let me go! You look delicious. Oh god! Hey, the dancing has already begun. Let's join in. Oh, but I don't want to die. Hey! You! What on earth are you doing, you idiots? Please help me! Shh, quiet! Nice throw! Let's get out of here! Yes, please. And luckily I'm right back where I was. Oh, my life. But what are you doing here? I've been searching for someone. For a second I thought you were him. He's mistaken identity, huh? Guess I lose. But wait a minute. I'm only joking. Look, I'm in a hurry. You better get back to your home. Later. Hey, wait! Left without even telling me your name. Yeah, I just got kidnapped by goblins and immediately escaped. Strange little diversion there. Sign did say to beware goblins. Guess I wasn't being aware enough. Alright. We did see a branch led back to Pandora. We just gotta kinda head back in that direction. Ooh! Oh no! So as you can see, spells in the game are kind of auto-targeting. So if Monster decides to cast a spell on you, there's not really much you can do. Alright, here we go. Kingdom of Pandora is south of here. We'll start heading down that way. There we go. Let's see what we got over here. Dead end. Oh yeah, Dark Cloud 2. Dark Cloud 2 was very cool. It had some great music. That was just a fun game overall. I like that one. Very unique game, I felt like. Considering one of the first bosses was a giant spider robot driven by a clown ringmaster. That's an interesting vibe right there. Definitely tried to be different from JRPGs at the time. They succeeded wildly. I got sleep pedaled. Dang it. Oh, he dodged. There we go. All right. I just throwing random words together. It does sound like that most time I talk. I will admit that. If I were to ever have a stroke, I'm not sure how anyone would even notice. Just the usual gibberish Shane spouts. Oh, 14 gold. Take that. There's the yellow thing here. Wow. Oh, damn it. Alright, so that's what that dead end is. It's a little shortcut. Very small shortcut and only going one way. Good to know, good to know. Ooh, jumped right out of the way there. Rude. There we go. Alright, so I'm heading over this way now. Right. So, yeah, I gotta wait for that, gotta wait for my attack to charge to 100%, otherwise I do basically no damage. I can't just walk up to enemies and mash the button. Try that, you'll do just nothing. Ow! And you gotta not charge in when the enemy's doing something weird. Otherwise you get walloped like I just did. Trying really hard to hit me with that powder attack. Boom. I mean, you can, you really shouldn't. You would regret it if you did. Hey, Russian, yes, we did get banished for saving the fat kid, which is not a great reward if you ask me. I would have taken cash, personally. But no, I got banishment. This is Pandora. I was told to let you pass through if you arrived. Sir Gemma of Tasnica is in the castle with our king. Oh, and I wouldn't talk to the people in this town. Why not? Why would I not talk to NPCs in town? Oh, because they have nothing to say, I guess. Weird. Whoa, customer! Nothing much here, though. The Kung Fu suit, which apparently I can't equip. So yeah, not much. Literally nothing for me at the moment. The Kung Fu suit. Great name for that right there. Definitely what that is. Yeah, not a very chatty bunch, these villagers. Grandma's grown senile and won't say a thing. Doesn't move either, that's a little worrying as well. Some people are gathering at the ruins south of this town. Odd things have been happening ever since. Grandma goes there. Oh, Grandma doesn't talk and she's senile, but she wanders off to the old ruins outside of town every once in a while. That's concerning. I would be very concerned about that, personally. Sounds like a horror movie plot. Others would have denied trying to feed troubled kids to the elders. Pet Mantis claimed we'd unleash some ancient evil. How dare they? How dare they? Alright, what we got here? The master and his daughter are at the castle arranging her marriage. Arranged marriage? Boo. Grandma likes to visit Midsummer from time to time. God, that movie was messed up. That movie was nuts. Especially that ending. One of the crazier things I've seen in film. That girl's hair is green as hell, holy shit. Don't you ever shut up? I didn't even say anything. Why are you so mean? This is Pandora's castle. Alright, well that's where we're supposed to be going, I guess. Head up there, see what they got going on. A lot of doors. Big castle, I guess. Gallick's battle squad went up to the witch's castle, but hasn't returned yet. My life is precious, and this place is dangerous, so I'm moving away. There. Actually, I've also been assigned to the witch hunt. But I didn't want to get hurt, so I pretended to be sick. Don't tell anyone. Wow. Most of the townspeople and soldiers have turned into zombies. Is that why they're not talking? Because they're freaking zombies? It says that so casually. Yeah, pretty much everybody in this town's been turned into zombies. It's been a bad week. Pretty rough, for being honest. This is Pandora's Castle. Oh yeah, the original Wicker Man. Whoo! Also a pretty wild ending. The Empire attacked us once about 15 years ago. Thanks for the history lesson. Why are the people in the southern ruins wearing strange masks? I'm gonna guess cult. That sounds like a cult. Wonder if Dialect's gonna be back soon. He promised he'd play with me then. That feels like cult. You ever seen an enormous tree called the Mana Tree? Well, I haven't. Please, tell me of all the other things that you haven't seen. I'm so interested. The witch up north must be up to no good. People are acting strangely recently. Sounds like witchcraft. This land has had it. It's been cursed by a witch. Only one way to deal with cults? Oh my god, that emote. Sense something evil in the ruins to the south. Sir Elman arranged his daughter's marriage. I feel sorry for her. They should be upstairs now. Everybody's just so gossipy in this town. What if mana was the only way and you didn't have any? You'd probably be in bad shape. Well, this is where I came from. This way is where I gotta go. Dad, you're impossible. I make my own decisions about my life. Hey, it's the guy I saved. Say what? You're a swordsman? Huh. Oh, you mean this? This is great. I need your help. I helped you, didn't I? It's your turn. We're gonna teach that witch a lesson. We're gonna save Dialect. But I gotta go to the underground palace. Later. Right, let's go. I'm Max. Oh, call me... Please name this young lady. So I mentioned before, in the original English version of Secret of Mana, her default name was Girl, which is just fantastic. However, in the instruction manual of the game, and also in later republishes of the game, her name was given as... Prim with 2 M's. Yeah, their default names in the original game were Boy, Girl, and Sprite. However, the original Japanese instruction manual did give canon names for all of them. The boy was named Randy with an I, and the girl was named Prim. We'll get to the Sprite once we find her. Please call me on my phone. Only on the landline, only after 6 p.m. That's when minutes are free. Not to be confused with Boy, Girl, and Coke. Very confusing where you go to the southern United States in those rare places where they call all soda Coke. Yeah, we're not mute. It's very strange because I'm used to him being mute in the original version. All right. Okay, you can call me Prim. Prim joined. All right, so let's take a quick look at what she's got going on. Once I remember how. Alright, so she's got the spike knuckle equipped as her weapon, which is kind of wild. Yeah, we did the goblin thing already, so we're good there. Let's go to equip armor. There we go. Right, so we can switch over to her. She can actually equip the spear, oddly enough. And it's actually better than her bike knuckle, but we'll hold off for right now. Good equip. So she's got the Kung Fu suit on. And that's literally the only armor she has. Good to know. Alright, so this is where we check out the action grid. So this is basically where we set up the AI for our companions. So this is a 2-axis grid. The x-axis is attack on the left side and guard on the right side. And the y-axis is approach on the top and keep away on the bottom. So basically, how much do you want them to focus on certain things? So for right now, we're going to have her be a little bit aggressive. I'm going to turn up her guard a little bit because she doesn't have a ton of HP. I think that's a good place to place her for right now. Gauge level, we'll talk about later. We'll just leave it as it is for right now. Is it weird that you can legally own knives, swords, and assortment of guns, but brass knuckles are nearly universally outlawed? It's super weird. Some might call it hypocrisy. Some people would. Prim, I hate you, Dad! I'm not returning to this palace, ever! I think that went well. I think overall we handled that pretty well. I played Big Knuckle. That sounds like the boss from an NES fighting game. Boss battle, Big Knuckle. Turrets are here, nom some potions. You can have a little sip. Have a little sip of some potion. Max, you're here. I suppose you've seen what happened to the people. The witch Eleni is draining people's energy. Those people are going to the ruins in the southern part of this town. I'll have a look around. Head for Gaia's navel. I mean, Knuckles from Sonic is banned too. He's an outlaw. He's a rebel. Country of Taznica is our ally, and its citizens are friends. Oh, that's nice. You can't enter. I'm already here. What are you gonna do? Oh dear. Up to now, this has been such a peaceful country. Expelled from your village. Well, this realm too is having problems. Oh, it'd be best if you also left this country right away. Wow! Just tell me to get the hell out as soon as I arrive. What a nightmare. The people in my country are acting like zombies. The troops I sent to fight the witch were captured. What? You and Dad made Dialect go to the witch's castle? How dare you try to drive Dialect and me apart? Oh, rude. Be that way. Let's go, Max. I really don't want to get involved in all this. That's okay. A lot going on here and I don't want to be part of it. I've been kicked out of better places than this. Fist nipples, Jesus. I don't know if this is canon in the actual games, but in the Sonic the Hedgehog comic books, it was established that those spikes on his knuckles are from his gloves. You hear dialogue instead of dialogue? It's close enough. The man is just made of dialogue. This is the king's room. This is the first time I've seen the king looking so troubled. This is the treasure house. I must guard it for the knight in the legend. That's me though. I am the knight of legend. Give me all your treasure. Everybody's just saying you can't enter. That's so weird. Alright. Looks like we've seen everything here, so we gotta go find Gaia's navel. Alright. Done here, I think. We'll want to hit the shop and see if we can get any new gear for Prim here. already got some decent stuff, but you know, if we can improve, that would be nice. And I know they did have some stuff that I couldn't equip, so that might be for her. Wait, possibly. If there's anything else to see around here, or is this all just window dressing? There is a surprising amount of walkable space in this game. There's just window dressing. Turns out it's basically impossible to sleep at 7 a.m. in a room with an east-facing window. Oh, jeez. Sorry about that, gaming alone. Welcome back. Alright, we're back in the village. At the armor shop here. Oh no, he's all zombied now, so he won't sell me anything. Damn it. Armor guy got zombied. What about the item shop guy? Is that who I was talking to before? If he'll sell me anything now. Alright, so he's still selling. See what we got. So we can get her the hair ribbon. There we go. And that's pretty much all we need to get here. Oh, she can equip the wristband too. I don't think she has one of those. Alright, that's gonna wipe me out. Let's go ahead and equip her there. Whip. Let's see, remember how to switch. There we go. Whip. Give her the hair ribbon. That's a +3 defense. That's kind of huge. And the wristband. That's an extra 1 defense. I'll take that. And I think we could sell some stuff too here. So, sell. We can sell these overalls. We shouldn't have bought those. My bad. And I guess that's it. That's something though. Alright. Whew, it is getting really hot in this room. Gotta stay hydrated. And that means the void juice. Ah, it's good. Alright. Give me one moment too, I gotta adjust my chair as well. Alright. It's very strange. I sit differently when I'm streaming than when I'm just gaming normally. I think I sit more forward when I'm streaming. And that means I have to adjust my chair cushion. Otherwise, it's not very comfortable. Alright, so where are we going is the question. I think they said south of the town is Guy's Navel. Probably not this way. Did she just suplex that mushroom? I think she did. It's impressive. Alright, what other exits do we get? Let's see, so nothing on there. Have you tried gaming upside down? Oh, jeez. That sounds challenging, actually. I have not. Except those weird games where they like mess around with your perspective. That's an ominous statue right there. Holy crap. I guess these are the people with the masks in the southern ruins. Alright. Very creepy down here. And they're not going to let me into the ruins, so nothing to do here yet. See if we can come back here later, I guess. Great for blood flow! Oh god. I mean, if you like passing out, that'll do it for you. perfectly match the cuddly Bramite vibe of the game. Oh god, I think we're seeing something different there. Is this a they look like monsters to you moment? That's disturbing. Alright, so no, it looks like that exit we took originally is the exit we gotta take. I don't see any other way out of town aside from the way we came in. And you already saw the girl does some fighting on her own, though you notice she seems to be prioritizing defense, because that's what I told her to do. Oh god, bees. I remember not liking these guys. I believe they poison, that's probably why. And they're hard to hit. Ow. Whereas they have no trouble hitting me. They turn to bones when they're killed, which is weird, because I'm pretty sure bees don't have bones. What do I know? Alright, Prim hits level 2. Excellent, excellent. She's starting at a low level, so we're going to need to level her quickly. Get her up to speed. And I got poisoned. Damn it. But luckily I just leveled up and that canceled out the poison and healed me. That's fortunate. Otherwise you gotta use medicinal herbs for that. Eventually we'll have magical ways to deal with that, but for the moment we do not. Straight to bones. Straight to bones. Very strange. Find some bug researcher and be like, hey, are this accurate what bee bones look like? And they'll be like, what is wrong with you? What in the hell is wrong with you? Alright, you see right there how it said Buzzbee got whacked? So that is basically what a critical hit looks like in the game. Oh gosh, she has taken a lot of damage. We're gonna heal her up, I think. Once I remember how to... There we go. You go ahead and eat a candy. There we go. 100 HP healed from one candy. Not bad. She was pretty low on HP before she got poisoned, though. The poison didn't do a ton of damage, I don't think. So, nothing over there. There's such a huge area, it's basically just go straight up to the exit. Gotta remember to check the enemy names, though. Always interesting to see those. Like the mushroom. Oh no, poison, damn it. Eat these bees. I was just like, I should probably deal with the poison just as it wears off. So what are the flowers called? The lullabud. Good to know. And Prim reaches level 3. Getting her up to speed. Good deal, good deal. Anatomically incorrect snail, that thing is disturbing. Yeah, these are where the bee's knees come from. All bees' knees come from this game. Yeah, bees usually die after they sting you too, which is a very weird way to evolve a thing. Oh jeez. Cosplaying wasps. You see how it kind of queues up damage if they take damage too close together? It just sort of deals with it after they come off a knockdown. Weird way to do it, but the game does have some unusual ideas. A platform right there, but doesn't seem to be a reason for it. Alright. Get him! And the good thing is you can use that sort of damage Q thing to stun him a little bit. Prim's weapon skill level up. Gloves reach level 1. Hell yes. Alright, speaking of, now that I'm thinking about it, might be not a bad idea to start thinking about that a little bit. So Maxie's got level 1 for his sword, level 0 for the spear and the spike knuckle. And... nope, not that. And for her... she's got level 1 for the spike knuckle and 0 for the other things. Let's change things up a little bit then. Change things up so we're making sure to level up our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and grab the spear, which is slightly stronger anyway, for Max. And for her, for Prim, have her grab the sword for a bit. Now she's the hero of legend. So as you can see here, as you'll see in a second, so the spear has more of a straightforward attack as you would expect from a spear. But it does have like a twirl attack, you'll see, that has a bigger range. So eventually I'm going to want to level up all of the weapons, all of the way. So if we get a good start right now, I think that would be for the best. It'll save us some time later on, I think. I do have my favorites of the weapons from back in the day. There were certain weapons that I would always use if I could help it. Alright, so Guy's Needle is north of here. Pandora's south somehow. I don't know how that works. And Kipo Village is over here. I don't know what Kipo Village is. Can we go over there? Is this where we were before? I thought we were in Pandora before. Or is this just a different place that looks kind of like Pandora? This is, I think this is just a different place that looks a little like Pandora. It is. That's weird. Dad owns the store here. Well, good for him. To the north is Gaia's Navel. Dwarves live there. Dwarves? What are they doing in this game? Alright, what does this guy got? Elbow pads. The Kung Fu dress. And the chain vest. Those are all very expensive, Jesus. I can get a chain vest. Go ahead and pick that up. And then we'll equip that, then we'll see if we can sell something. Go from there. As the pro tag, I'm going to be in enemies' faces all the time, so I may as well see if I can equip it first. Wow! That is an upgrade to 10 defense. It's humongous. Pipes. Alright, I like that. Kind of want to get her one from her, too. Alright, so sell... Go ahead and sell those overalls for what tiny little bit I can get. And then we will buy a chain vest for her. I think that's probably going to be all we can afford. But I'll take a quick look. They will not let Max wear the Kung Fu dress, which is horrible. He needs those stats, man. He needs those stats. Alright, so... Whip. Chain vest. Up to 10 defense. I like that a lot. Get some stats, man. Get your life together. Maybe he wants to feel fancy. I bet he does want to feel fancy. I bet that's what he's thinking about the whole time. The shop seller's like, oh, surely you don't want the Kung Fu dress. Ha ha ha. My character's like, yeah. Oh. So disappointed. Ruined this whole day right there. Alright, so like I said, I don't think we can afford anything at this point. Oh, Wolfhead's 90 GP. We probably just leapfrogged the Kung Fu dress. Actually, no, maybe not. It is more expensive than the chain suit. Yeah, either way, we can't really afford anything right now, so I think we're good. Got that better defense, so I like that. I'll definitely take that. Like going from 3 to 10 and 4 to 10, that's kind of a bit of a jump. I don't really need the inn. We're doing okay right now, as far as HP goes. Although we should save. We might be able to save there. This is my home. The missus is upstairs. Cannon Man! Doing whatever a Cannon Man can. My husband's brothers all look alike. Ah, how JRPG of them. Also, she's a bit of a catch for Cannon Man there. I'm just going to say that. Let's see. So CRTs were so blurry back in the day that those crosshatch backgrounds were actually like a 50% transparent. Oh yeah, definitely. They look really cool too. But modern flat screens don't really give the effect as well, which is unfortunate. You gotta kind of play a game that has a CRT filter to really see what it would have looked like. Alright, so yeah, I should see if I can save at the end. I don't know if you can save if you don't stay there. Also, 55 damage on that crit, holy crap. One night is 10 GP, no. Save your game? Yes, alright, so you can, cool. Alright, we're saved. Time to head to Guy's Needle. Yeah, like, you gotta remember, like, when they're developing these games, when they're making the graphics, they are making them on a CRT, so they're designing them the way they're intended to be seen. The way, you know, on the hardware they expect to be played on. So, you know, they know what it's gonna look like and they're planning for that. That's the big thing. That chest there. Bomb! Yeah, so I don't remember if they have mimics in this game, but they do have bombs sometimes, so just take damage when you open up the chest. That's fun. How fun. Let's see, I bought a massive CRT for when I'm doing retro. Every time I turn on, the high-pitched noise is both traumatic and nostalgic. Shay, welcome in. How are you doing today, Shay? Hope you're doing well. Made it look so blurry, it was distracting. That's fair. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit of a trade-off, I think. No real way around that. Oops, wrong button. Wasby gets whacked! There we go. Taking him out right quick. Get him! The combat may seem a little simplistic at the moment, but we will get a couple more options before too long in here to add a little bit more of a wrinkle to the game. So don't judge too harshly just yet. Blocked me. There we go. I do like that your character also kind of pulses while they're charging. Even if you're not looking at the bars at the bottom of the screen, you can kind of tell whether your attack's recharging or not. That is nice. Get him. Yeah, sometimes it's worth attacking for the low damage just to get the knockdown / stun. Some enemies are dangerous if you just let them wander for too long, so you just want to knock them down while you got the chance. Nothing is too cute to survive our wrath. We are kind of cutting a swath through these guys, it's true. Max's weapon skill up. Spear reaches level 1. Excellent. In that case, let's go ahead and change it up again. Let's switch over to the Spike Knuckle. Go ahead and start grinding that up then. See what that attack looks like. So that is very short range, unfortunately. That's going to be tough. Haunted Forest is to the north, and Gaia's Navel is to the south. Well, Gaia's Navel is where we're supposed to be going. Let's just go ahead and head down there, I guess. And max at level 5, hell yes. Is this the way to Gaia's Navel? No, that's the way we came from, isn't it? I think there was a sign down there. Let's check that out. There's some good filter. Yeah, it's yeah, blurriness. Hear that bee first. He's the biggest threat here. I will not be ignoring him. No? Yep, this is just the way we came in. Guy's Nipple? Guy's Navel is just such a weird name for the place. Prim's weapon skills level up. Sword reaches level 1. Excellent. We'll change her up as well. Switch her over to the spear. Get her working on that. Sort of see if we can spread this out as much as we can. Oh, got you stuck. You do need to leave the screen with your companions, unfortunately, so if they get stuck, you can get into some trouble. Gotta make sure they don't get trapped on the scenery. Now this must be the way to Gaia's Navel. Lullabud gets whacked. Excellent. Assuming this is the right way now, so let's just follow this through. See where it leads to. Ooh, I threw a kick there with the Spike Knuckle. That's weird. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have spiked shoes, too. I think my character just got a little overexcited, was all. There we go. Ooh, we can go under this bridge here. It's just sort of a dead end there. Weird. We going up in here? There's some caves down there. That might be where we're headed. Get him. There we go. Alright. Assuming we're heading for those caves. But they did say dwarves. I hear dwarves, I think caves. That would make the most sense. Getting that sweet, sweet XP and weapon XP as we're going. Wandering back and forth through this area, wondering where I'm going. Yep, we're playing as Indeed. I got so lost in so many areas of this game. I mean, I will say this game has more signposting than most games of the era. I'll definitely give it that. Credit where credit is due. There's signs all over the place. Many NPCs talk about directions for where you're supposed to be going. I appreciate that a lot. You're still gonna get lost, but like they're trying at least. They're putting the effort in. Whew, alright. We got 2 caves here. Which one are we going to? Hey, this isn't the way to the witch's castle. Where are you going? The underground palace? I'm not going in. Are you going by yourself? No, go to the forest. Alright, so we forgot we gotta do her thing first. Dang it. I wanna go visit the dwarves, though. Alright, that's fine. We need the help, we do. It is nice having a second character here. Can't deny that. She is throwing some damage down, and I do have her set to not be super aggressive, so that's by design. Being cautious enough for my taste at the moment. Max's weapon skill up, gloves reach level 1. Thank God, because I'm not a big fan of the gloves. So we're going to switch back to the rusty sword. As we continue rotating. Watts'll keep when I want to go visit the dude. Alright. I think we saw the exit of the forest back over this way. Wasn't over here, was it? No, this is a little dead end under the bridge. Go. Oh, he dropped the chest too. More candy. Nice, nice. Always good to have some more of that, especially once we run into some boss battles, because boss battles tend to take a lot of HP. Because if you remember, spells are basically undodgeable. So if a boss wants to wallop you with a spell, and they all do, you kind of got to eat the hit. Alright, Haunted Forest to the north, that's where we're going to have to head first, Oh, I see you hiding in there. Trying to be inconspicuous. Thinking you look like the other flowers. Why is he not attacking that dude? It seems totally safe for some reason. Where's he going anyway? There are many monsters in Gaia's navel. I saw the floodwaters sweep some kid into it. Oh, that seems dangerous. Did you do anything about the kid being swept in by the floodwaters, or did you just go, oh no, and then move on with your life? That's the vibe I'm getting, to be honest. Oh, hey, another Cannon Travel Center. Air delivery for 50 GP. I'm gonna pass. But we do have fast travel if we need it. If and when we need it, I should say. Because we can walk back to both those places he mentioned, but like, it is nice being able to just go straight there if we need to. I'm going to want to show you folks what that looks like too, eventually, so. Watch that kid in the floodwaters for hours. He really seems scared. Yep, watched him for a long while. Was really screaming for help a whole lot. Hope somebody helped him eventually. Not me, certainly. Ow, damn it. Oh god, I can't really deal with these guys. I don't have a ranged attack right now, so we're just gonna run through for a moment. I can hit these dudes, kind of. Not really. I was hoping I could take out the, Oh, here we go. Bust in to get these guys. Oh my god, Prim is taking so much damage. Prim's weapon skill up, spear reaches level 1, hell yes. Chobin Hood is what those guys are called. Alright, so we'll check on her, but it sounds like she's got level 1 for everything now. Yes, she's got level 1 for all 3, so I'm going to switch her back to the Spike Number. Start working on level 2 for that. Oh god. Luckily we can get to this guy. Ow! That hits so hard. There we go. I love how the enemies just explode into bones. It's so grim. Meow? We meet in a strange place, purr. Need anything? I probably can't afford anything, but we'll see what we get. Well, we can save the game here, too. That's nice. Rabite cap, nobody can equip it. Air ribbon, we already got one. Banner, we already got one. Barrel, nobody can equip. Couple wishes is just too expensive. So yeah, I don't think I want to get anything right now. But I would like to save my game here, so we'll do that. There we go. Save the game, yes. Maybe slot 4 here. Alright, and we continue on. Another teleport circle there. And more mushrooms. Let's see what these bats are called. As he casts a balloon. Oh, I hate balloon. Targeting the blat. I guess those bats are Russian. Blat. And that's what balloon does. Makes it so you just can't move for a little bit. Very, very exciting. Very exciting attack. Alright. So at least they don't have much HP. We won't be able to cut this without an axe. I've heard there's a dwarf blacksmith in Gaia's Navel. Maybe some good weapons there. We'd better go to Gaia's Navel first. God damn it! Damn it. Game, quit doing this. Oh, she's gonna die. Is there no way we can progress then? Or is that just like, it would be a good idea to go to Gaia's Navel first? I'm not sure. I'll keep looking around here because we do have this little area that we can check out. And if there is a way to progress, I'd like to. Balloon was such better in Kingdom Hearts 3 video, and it was just the strongest attack spell somehow. Very weird. Poison needles, god damn it. Max is poisoned. Alright, I'm gonna use a medicinal herb, which cures the poison. Oh, come on, don't get stuck, Prim. Oh my god. Prim, do not get stuck. Oh, I got ballooned! Luckily, I'm nowhere near any enemies. Fucking balloons, man! Fucking balloons. Prim is not having a good time in this area. Max reaches level 6, hell yes. Alright, so I can go through here. Oh god! That eyeball thing spitting out enemies? Not a fan of that. And it casts Cure? Not cool, man. I would have stopped at that right away. Whoa. Alright, that appears to have created a new path? See if we can locate where that is. I'm not sure that's something we can get to right now. That might be where we need to go get the axe. See you in a second. Room reaches level 6, hell yes. Keep powering our way through these dudes. Get that sweet, sweet XP. Oh! Oh! Gotta stand here for a bit. Not even visually impressive. Just irritating. Ow! Yeah, I think that's as far as we can get in here for right now. We gotta go back and get the axe. Oh, alright. Back to Guy's navel then. How wasteful. Clear this area out before we try and save. Otherwise, these guys are gonna kill us. Ow! Speaking of, not in great shape right now. Come on, take him out! Once again, Prim's pathfinding not doing great today. Not doing great at all. Go ahead and save again. We'll just save over our last game here, right here. Alright, continuing on back. I didn't see the name of that eyeball enemy, but I'm sure we'll run into more of them. I kind of panicked and I'm like, we kind of need to deal with this right now. Alright, so we're back here at least. I don't think it's far from here to Pandora's Navel. Guy's Navel, sorry. Pandora's Navel, totally different thing, probably. But I'm mixing all the village names now. Okay, Guy's Navel south. Head down that way. I haven't hit level 2 for any weapons. I don't know if that's because they take a ton of XP, or if I actually can't level them yet. That's possible. Possible. If I can level anything, it would be the sword, so I'll hang on to that for a bit. Hey, Elden Lady Salem, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Glad to have you with us. Alright, Guy's Navel to the south. Head down there. I think it's this way. I don't remember which south it was. I think it's this way. Find out momentarily. I think one thing about this game is the story, for the most part, isn't something to write home about. But it just stays consistently very fun, which I appreciate. Oh yeah, this way leads back to the... It loops around to the caves, I think. So this is, I think, the right way to go. Yeah, this looks like it. We'll head this way, get back to those caves. Hopefully she won't complain this time, now that we saw the thing that needs the axe. She knows we gotta go this way if we're gonna get through. And if she does complain, I guess I've gotta go in solo. I'm not a huge fan of, but also, like, I guess I can do it. Although they also mentioned there's a lot of monsters in there, so having some sort of backup would be nice. You also notice here sometimes it looks like I'm hitting the enemy and it doesn't do any damage. Monsters actually have iframes when they're getting up, just like I do. But if you hit the monster while they're down, it does damage. But if you hit the monster while they're in the process of getting back up, they get iframes. Oh, some cave with Nico over here. Alright, so let's see if they got anything to buy first. They do not. Same selection as the last star. I'll just go ahead and save then. As we're heading over this way. Save, and we'll save over, we'll save now. Go. And then the other cave must be the way we're going in. Hey EP, welcome in. How are you doing today, EP? Hope all is well with you. Alright, now we're making progress. Gonna get ballooned a lot in here, but you know, we'll deal. Ooh. And we got goblins. That guy's got an axe. Can I just take his? And we got a weird slime dude, too. What is he? Green Drop. Not a very creative name, but I suppose it's descriptive. And they're multiplying. That's dangerous. There we go. Max reaches level 7, hell yes. Cave back there, that looks like where we're headed. Dinner report, pork schnitzel with asparagus, hollandaise, and cheese baked over. Ooh, pork schnitzel. Gotcha. I was thinking port wine the first time you said it. Passing the second controller. Yeah, I should mention that. If you have a second controller, you can actually have somebody control Prim. And so you can play it almost like a beat 'em up, which is pretty cool. You have been drinking? Hell yes, then. EP just got your power back after 4 hours. Gosh dang, power company keeping me from my Saturday morning Shane tunes. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you were able to get back, and I'm glad you got power back. Hopefully it wasn't one of those situations where your house heated up too much. I know that's my worry during the summer whenever the power goes out. Yeah, if you have a multi-tap, you can play with 3 players, but that only comes once you get your 3rd character, which we haven't got yet. But that is cool. There honestly is not a lot of multi-tap games, so it's kind of crazy that one of them is a JRPG, of all things. 28 GP inside, nice. I believe for the Switch version you can also play with 3 people, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel pretty sure you can, but I haven't tested it. Surely it's an action-adventure RPG, not a JRPG? I mean, it's an RPG from Japan, so I suppose it comes down to how you define a JRPG. And it also has that pseudo-turn-based mechanic where you have to wait for your attack to recharge, which is very unusual. And these guys are called Kid Goblins. Am I killing children? That seems like a war crime. I don't think I'm supposed to be doing that. Why do they always balloon me? Also, thanks for helping there, Prim, with the dancing around on the stairs. Very useful. I think I might be committing a war crime here, possibly. It sounds like it. I got that jump attack and didn't even land it. That's the way I came from? Sometimes it's tough to remember which way you came from and which way you're going. Does not help things. Feels like the way I came from, but I'm not sure. Prim reaches level 7, excellent. Oh yeah, there's the green drop, so yeah, that's the way we came from. Child soldiers all around. These goblins always were such kidders, oh god. Horrifying. And also, I see, Rook's Honor, Kissa, and EP have already invested in a Harvester sequel. I think we could probably implement the weapon level system from here into Harvester, except we'll make it be everything you do in the game. So basically you start out at level 0 for all of your skills, and every time you do a thing, you get XP for it to level it up. So for example, right at the beginning of the game, you're putting pants on skills at level 0. Which means most of the time when Steve tries to put on his pants, they end up on his arms for some reason. And then he just sort of flails around for a while, and then usually just has to lay down and have a good cry, because he can't figure out how pants work. Not great gameplay right there, but like, you know, it's people like grinding, some people like skill grinding, so we'll work on that right there. But taking out the newspaper skill is essential. It is. Initially, when you try it, Steve doesn't really know where to take the newspaper out to, so he tries to like flush it down the toilet, and it just floods the bathroom. Makes everything worse, then you gotta deal with that. And I'm assuming at that point you're mopping up the floor skills, just absolute garbage, so it's gonna be a long day overall. So at that point, even getting out of the house is gonna be a bit of a challenge. But, you know, That's where the dedication comes in. That's where we add those gameplay hours that gamers love so much. After that, he tries to take the newspaper out of date. He does, ends up badly, and everybody loses, including, especially, the players that have to watch the results. So fumbling, so many paper cuts. Now, putting the newspaper in the toilet event sounds absolutely does. That sounds like exactly the kind of thing that Harvester would add the ability to do, just to see what the players would do with it. Harvester did have some very weird Easter eggs along those lines. Like, one thing I didn't really show off too much when we played Harvester is there is a full text parser in that game, which is insane because there's no point in the game where you need to use the text parser. You can beat the entire game without using it, and like, you should, because there really isn't much point to using it. But there are a couple Easter eggs you get from using the text parser. Particularly, there's a couple of characters that if you swear at, you get some extra dialogue, which is unusual. Somehow the clog is so bad Steve gets arrested for it, he floods half the town. I suspect our design decisions might be hurting our elevator pitch this time. It's okay, we'll leave out a lot of this stuff for the elevator pitch to the investors. They don't need to hear that part. Basically, when we pitch it to the investors, we'll just tell them what they want to hear. He'll be like, so what do we need to know about Harvester 2? And I'll say, oh, well, it's built entirely with AI and built on the blockchain. And they're going to be like, here's $12 trillion. And I'll be like, thank you for that. Number one, which way is a bank that can cash that check? And number two, which way to Mexico? Just out of curiosity. I'm not asking for any specific reason. Just, you know, we're just talking here. We're talking. That's all. Just talking. I need money too, Shay. Don't judge me. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Which way to the nearest non-extradition country? Just think about geography, that's all. No other reason. Literally no other reason. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard about it. We're just talking. We're just a couple of guys talking, that's all. Just making conversation, that's it. For research purposes. For the game, yeah, that's all. Ooh. That skull switch on the wall and something happened. Well, I think I see what happened too. Take out these bats and then I'll double check. After one of them inevitably decides to balloon me. Oh, we're good. Yeah, they got rid of the lava down there. We might be able to get somewhere new now. Yeah, here we go. You can just walk where the lava was a second ago. Nice. Nice. I've just been made aware there's a Kickstarter to remake/remaster Tex Murphy under a killing mood. Yes. So basically, it's a remake of the game in Unreal 5, I believe. But the FMV scenes will primarily be remastered from the original footage. You might be asking, Shane, what do you mean primarily? Well, they mentioned they've got the original script, and they're going to try and restore some stuff that was cut for time from the original script. But that means they might need extra dialogue and occasionally some extra footage. But how do they get that extra footage? Well, I mean, it turns out the guy that played Tex Murphy still basically just looks like Tex Murphy. So they're just gonna film some new footage with him in there, because somehow that guy just does not age. Yeah, Chris Jones is 100% up for it. He is still a big fan of the Tex Murphy property, and he's working with the studio that's doing this. They're basically just the licensor, but they're also given whatever support they need. Let's see. Groshin just learned that there is a remake of Seventh Guest. Would you believe someone gifted me that the other day? So yes, I am already 100% on the hook for that. It's interesting too, because somebody asked me before, they're like, Shane, are you gonna play Seventh Guest VR? I'm like, no, why would I play Seventh Guest VR? It's just the same game as Seventh Guest, but with a different camera. No, I'm not gonna play that. But then they made Seventh Guest Remake, And Seventh Guest Remake is a completely different game from Seventh Guest. Completely new FMVs and all new puzzles as well, so I am on the hook for that. So we're probably going to make that a goal for the next charity stream we do. So I think, what have we got on deck for the next charity stream? I think the goals are going to be Mist 4, Mist 4, Seventh Guest Remake, and what's that one from... Oh, I'm drawing a blank on the name. It was the one... Crap. How am I drawing a blank on this? It's the one based on the book series. The British book series. Really difficult point and click. Feeling charitable? We'll hopefully do a charity stream before the end of the year. That's the plan right now. We'll see how that works out. Discworld, thank you for... kept wanting to say like Ringworld, and I'm like, no, that is absolutely a different book series. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now as the goals for our next charity stream. Mist 4, Seventh Guest Remake, and Discworld 2 are probably going to be the goals for that. Which are all brutally different games. Brutally difficult games, so we'll see how that goes. How's your reading up on the series going? To this day, I have only read one. Which I believe is Guards. I've also seen one of the Discworld movies, the BBC movies, which was the Christmas one, which the name of that one escapes me, but that was good. I liked that one a lot. So yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been reading very much because I kind of got knocked out of my reading schedule with my new job. New, I say, as I've been there 9 months. I haven't quite fallen back into a habit where I've got time to read, but I would like to get back into that. No, we only did the first Discworld. We are going to try and play Discworld Noir, but that kind of depends on me being able to get it running. Discworld Noir is notoriously difficult to get running on modern hardware, but I do still have my emulator PC set up, so we're going to work on that one. Alright, so we get across the lava now. Go down here. Goblins! Take care of this mushroom guy because he's got status. Not status like he's a noble, status like he inflicts status conditions, which I don't like. Go! Yeah, I forgot that they eventually added subtitles for both the Discworld games. Because originally they were just called Discworld 1, Discworld 2. I don't remember what the subtitle was for the first one. Ancient hardware for age-accurate gaming? I mean, unfortunately, my current PC is not getting any younger. And that really scares me, because it's not like I need optimal graphics, because I don't play a lot of new games, but I am terrified for the day when something breaks in this PC. Because everything is really, really expensive to replace now. Found the magic rope. Alright, so what is the magic rope? Right there? I don't know if there's a way to see, but I can tell you what the magic rope is. Because I don't want to accidentally use it right now, because that would be really irritating. What it is the magic rope is the escape rope from Pokemon. It lets you automatically escape from dungeons. So if you just beat a boss and you just want to get the hell out of the dungeon, you can escape rope it. That chest is moving. Alright. It was weird. The chest was trying to run, but also was not a mimic. Sorry. Oh man, these guys continue to multiply at a rapid pace. Concerning. That chest is trying to run too. Oh god damn it! And it was a trap too. Lovely. They have multiple kinds of traps? That wasn't a bomb. We already saw that. Nope, that was something different. Guys are multiplying faster than we can kill them. Might just need to run here. That might be what we gotta do. And a poison, damn it. We still got 3 medicinal herbs, so it's worth using. I didn't know green drops got poison. That's irritating. There we go. Whew. Alright. We got the magic rope though, that's good. Your offline trudge is much appreciated. Thank you, EP. That means a lot. You do a lot to get some of these games to run. I do. It's kind of a nightmare, but like, it's worth it to get some of these things up there. It is. Like, one of the worst ones to get running was Tex Murphy Overseer, and that game ruled. I was so happy to get that one playing. Both amazing and terrifying. 11 years is a long time for one PC. Yeah, farm spot for poison. Got plenty of that going on. Oops, wrong button. Moving to new areas and forgetting what my buttons are. There we go. Got some more candy, excellent, since we did use a couple in the previous area. Oh no! And I'm poisoned again, damn it. May as well medicinal herb, even though I've only got 2 now. If I can keep these guys in the same area roughly. If I can hit multiple at the same time wherever possible. Save some time. You notice when they divide, that actually counts as an attack, so if you're nearby, you take damage from that. Which is very rude. Max reach is level 8 though. So I am getting some grinding done, which is nice. There we go. Alright, so that's just a dead end over there, so I guess we're heading out here? I think? Yeah, I believe this is where we haven't been yet. Wow! 50 damage with that crit, brutal. A little bit of gold, I'll take that. Especially because armor from Nico is not getting cheap. Armor in this economy? I can afford that. Oh god, I gotta take out the green drop before there's a billion of them. I mean, luckily, because the game knew it didn't want to, like, burn down the console, there's a limit to how many green drops are on screen at a time. But still, I don't think there's a limit to how many times they can divide overall, so it can get to be a lot. There's some spikes blocking the way over there, looks like. Oh, but it just loops around, so it's not a huge deal. Well, I can't get past these rocks, either. I'll have to head down here. It was such a great deal at the time, but now... yeah, PCs are kind of insanely expensive right now. Just at the beginning of this year, I finally decided, you know what, I think it's finally time for me to build a NAS. That was exactly the wrong time to be thinking about building a NAS. So, maybe in a couple years. Alright, so that dropped that platform there. Not sure what the point of that was. 12-year-old portable potato. What the hell? Why is it festive down here? Why is it festive? Oh! Dwarves! You can hear rumblings from somewhere even deeper than here. Sounds like digging. London's party. This is the village of dwarves. Dwarfs, he says. I choose to follow Tolkien and refuse to do that. My oh my, you come from the surface? A while ago, a sprite's child was washed down here. He's doing magic tricks. Alright, that must have been the child the guy was talking about. That he saw washed down here and did absolutely nothing to prevent. There are so many small earthquakes. There, again. EP, that emote's amazing. Oh, there's an inn here we can save. Definitely need that. Oh, he's dancing! Alright, so I don't need to stay. We're good there, but we do want to save the game. There we go. No one ever explained how they're digging cut gemstones from the earth. I call shenanigans. Turns out writers don't always do their homework. As example, I give you a Michigan report from hell and the mountains just outside Chicago. And you might be asking yourself, Shane, are you ever going to let that go? And the answer is no, in case you're curious. Dwarven engineering at work, they hit the vein so hard that it just automatically cut the gem as it came out of the wall. Underground palace, that's been buried for ages. Alright, that sign makes it look like there's a blacksmith over here. Say, show me that sword. Covered with rust, it'll break in no time. I am Watts, the blacksmith. I'll reforge it for 100 GP. Alright, please do. Right, wait a sec. It's done. I've never seen a sword as fine as this one in my life. Hope someday I can forge such a splendid sword. Oh, what on earth? My hammer has started to glow. Wait just a minute, that must be the mana sword. Astonishing. Perhaps the power of the mana sword has seeped into my hammer. Great, I think I'll try and make an axe with this. Come back in a while. Alright. Well, my sword doesn't appear to be rusty anymore. Let's see what we got now. It is now the broadsword, no longer the rusty sword. And it has a stat. It raises agility and evade percentage. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. I built the top-of-the-line DDRs like 3 years ago? Yeah, glad you were able to get it right before things went nuts. Rally home! Let's see, don't they lower the mountains into the lakes for safekeeping? Oh god! Yeah, that's what they got. That's what they're hiding in the Great Lakes there. Entire mountains. Alright, how long do I have to wait? Can I come back now? Do I have to advance the story first? I'll let the axe come back in later. Alright, so yeah, I probably have to advance the story. But hey, we upgraded the sword. I like that. I like that a lot. We got a shop here. That's why the lake effect is so bad. Because there's hidden mountains in there. What do we got in here? The power wrist. Wristband. The spiky suit. The midge robe, which nobody can equip. The headgear, that's actually pretty cheap. Alright, so let's get the spiky suit. There we go. Let's get the headgear. Probably replace the bandana. And we can totally afford 2 power wrists. Let's get those. And then let's take a stop to equip everything and see how everything is looking. Which is a Tashi station for some power converters. I understood that reference. Alright, so we got the bandana right now, which is +2 defense. Up to 7, I'll take that. We got the chain vest, 10 defense, which we can skip to. Spiky suit, 13. Wristband is 1 defense. Power wrist is 4. Very nice. Alright, so I'm going to equip her as well. Let's see. Put her there. Put on power wrist, that's about it. I don't think there's anything else you can equip here. Kinda sucks. It is what it is, though. Let's sell all our stuff we don't need anymore, and we'll double check. Can't get anything else. So we'll sell the bandana. We'll sell the chain vest. Not like we just bought that. Sell both of the wristbands. Don't need those anymore. Alright, and double check, see if we want to buy anything. Let's see, elbow pads I assume are weaker than power wrists, so I'm not even going to try and check those out. Yeah, nothing else I can equip them with, so that'll have to do for now. Let's see. The land of earworm retro music that makes me want to kill. This town is second only. Oh, gold saucer, Jesus. Yeah, gold saucer music is kind of incredibly addictive. It's stuck in your head forever. Yeah, honestly, like this song is a little too short for its own good, I think. Very repetitive. Step right on in. It's the Dwarf Village's world-famous exhibit hut. It'll be 50 GP. I'll pay? The show's just starting. First, cast your eyes upon the Rabbite Man, the only one in the world. Take one Rabbite and one man, and it's Rabbite Man. Hey, you pipe down. And now, presenting actual and very rare Sprite Child. Won't you please help me? Yes, folks, it's pure tragedy. Weep as you hear his story. This poor child has a 50,000 GP debt to pay off. It's here, working off the debt bit by bit. Oh, please, gentle people. Please help it. Even 100 GP will help. This guy seems like a scammer. You don't mean that. Please help. No. Oh, god damn it. But thou must. Oh, joy. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you so much. Well, that was a ripoff. What's the other door then? Oh, how was that? What an actor I am. Think I was even crying. Oh, that wasn't too bad myself. Ha! We're gonna make a fortune. Yeah, I think I caught the scammers in the act. Ha! Did you overhear what we just said? Please forgive us. The Sprite Child really is a Sprite Child. He used to live in the Sprite Forest, but a flood brought it here. I thought I'd help earn the money to return home. Good idea, huh? Hey, you have to apologize too. Okay, I was wrong. I'm ashamed of myself. I'll return your money. Thank you, jerks. Sorry, didn't mean any harm. We are all sprites here, it's true. And this just leads out to the little stage they were at. Alright, not much to see here. And they just repeat that phrase when you talk to them. Alright. So where are we heading next? Oops. What on earth? Something's coming! Oh crap. We got dumped into another boss battle! Oh shit, how do we get at this guy? There we go. See what this guy's called. The Tropicalo and the Brambler. I don't think I can hit the Brambler, unfortunately. There we go. Ow! Yeah, this is kind of tough. I can't really reach very low. Ow! At least that doesn't do a lot of damage. I can only hit the Brambler. Ow! I got out of the way of that one. Dodging is not usually as easy as it looks in this game, unfortunately. Not that it does look easy. I should probably give her the spear here. I don't think she's doing much good as she is. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. She's not hitting these guys with the friggin' knuckle. Yep. At least now she's got a chance to do some damage. A great chance, but a chance. Rambler's gone for some reason. I don't think I killed it. Ow, how did that hit me? Well, I'm doing some damage at least. That's something. Oh, it bounces around. Alright, that definitely makes things more complicated. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Pretty straightforward boss fight. Although I just noticed Prim's health. Not great. Wait for the GG. Way to go. Got Spear's Orb. Thank you very much. I didn't need your help. Hey! Sorry about that. This child received such a shock from drifting here it lost all its memories. It really is a nice child. Nice tricks on people sometimes, though. Come on, old-timer, give me a break. Take it easy. Get really used to that animation. You're gonna see it a lot. Tropichello broke out of a sealed palace. There must be a way into it. Your memory might return if you receive some power from the mana seed. What, really? I'll go now, right away. Not alone. The palace was buried. There must be tons of monsters by now. Would you be so kind as to accompany the sprite to the palace? Sure. What, look. Did you hear that, little one? Hang on a sec. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. My allergies are still kicking my ass. Hey, brother. Brother, my name's Max. Okay, say, why don't you name me too? That'll make it easier on you. Please name this little sprite. So like I said, in the original English release, his name was just Sprite. But the canon name, according to the original Japanese manual, is... Boy. So that's what we're gonna be naming him. Boy? What kind of name is that? Like, nice to meet you. And we have our third party member. Good luck. You can get to the palace by way of a hole over there. There is a lava field which Eleni made to seal the palace. First, you have to go to Eleni's castle and ask her to dissolve her seal. Eleni used to be a good witch, but she's not anymore. Go north to the Haunted Forest. Find her castle and ask her to open the seal. Here are bow and arrows we found along with the little one. Take them. Steve Chobin's bow and arrows. That reminds me, Watts the blacksmith was looking for you. Visit his workshop. Alright, so I think we got a couple new weapons there. Yes. And we now have Chobin's bow and the boomerang. The boomerang was the weapon that came along with the sprite. Alright, so go ahead and switch things up. So for the main character, we're going to start working on the bow, which if I remember correctly is one of my favorite weapons, because ranged weapons are a little bit busted in this game. The sprite, I'm assuming, has level 0 and everything. Yep, sprite is level 0 and everything, so we'll leave her with the boomerang. And for Prim, ooh, she needs the boomerang too, so yeah, we'll switch her to the boomerang and we'll just give the sprite maybe the spike knuckle, because that's hilarious. Now I'll give her the spear because she's got very little HP right now. We don't want to push her into the thick of combat just yet. There we go. I like the little swap animation. No worries, Shay, no worries. It wasn't like a story spoiler or anything, so not really all that concerned. Alright, so we can get back up here now. That makes things easy. Now let's head back to the blacksmith first of all. See what Watts wants us for. Well, tried making an axe, but it's no good. Wonder why. Got a boomerang, huh? Wait, I know. Try holding this axe. That's it. Mana power in these weapons doesn't work until you hold them. This axe is mighty special. You can even smash a boulder with it. Take it with you for 100 GP. Capitalism. Should be more mana weapons to find. Bring them to me. They need to be forged to release any mana received from the orbs. And only I can do it. Now, let me show you a shortcut. This will make it a lot easier for you. Alright. Alright. Oh, we did get an orb for the spear, so we should be able to forge that. And now it is the heavy spear. Excellent. Everything else we still need to find orbs for. We can't upgrade them yet. And we're going to want to hit the shop before we leave too, see if we can get any new equipment for the sprite. Back in the day, we had sussed out which weapons the in-game AI and environment progression were optimized with. Yes! That is true. Not only that, but, well, I don't want to spoil what happens later on, but there's other reasons to use certain weapons at certain times too. Alright, so, we need to check out what the sprite has equipped right now, actually. That would be the smart thing. As of right now, we go to equip. Sprite has no headgear, the midrobe, no wrist armor. Alright, so not much, just the midrobe. Let's see if we can improve on that at all. Alright, so wrist armor, yeah, we'll get the power wrist. Go. Alright, midrobe is only 22 GP. We'll probably want to improve on that. With the spiky suit, I presume? This should be the best armor available right now. Go. And the rabbite cap as well. Alright, let's get all that equipped. Must be pre-inflation times. Things were so simple back then. Not quite secret tunnel. We can kind of see the tunnel there, so it doesn't feel very secret. Alright, so equip. For headgear, we'll give her the Rabbite Cap. That's an extra 5 defense. For armor, we'll switch to the Spiky Suit. That's an extra 5 defense. And for wrist armor, the Power Wrist, that's an extra 4 defense. Hell yes. I thought there was some way to get descriptions for stuff too. I'm trying to figure out what button that would have been. I really thought there was, but I'm not seeing anything now. It goes wrong. Alright. That's fine. Let's check where she's at on the action grid. Go ahead and place her here right now. But I do think we can go ahead and change Prim as far as her action grid. She's leveled up a bit. Let's change her action grid right here. Let her get a little bit more aggressive. There we go. And now I think we're good to save. And then we'll take that secret tunnel, which should get us hopefully back to the Haunted Forest quickly. Don't need to stay. We just want to save. There we go. And yeah, we now have the complete party. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler to say. We now have all of the characters we are going to get in the game. And as was mentioned earlier, if you have a multi-tap, you can actually have a second player and a third player controlling the girl and the sprite. So you can turn this into a bit more of a beat-em-up, which is nice. Not a lot of multi-tap games out there. Oh, hey, that's where we come up. I don't think Nico has anything else interesting. See what he's got here. Got the Rabbite Cap. Got the barrel, which does not show anyone. It must not be an equip because it doesn't show that anybody can equip it. Odd. Alright. Well, we'll move on. I don't think we're super far away from Haunted Forest exit. Oh, right at the entrance to the dwarf's place to begin with. I do love me some ranged weapons. Boom shakalaka. Alright. The weapon grinding continues as we head back towards the Haunted Forest. Let's see, we did get the axe, right? Yeah, we did get Watt's axe. He said that should be able to cut through some stuff, so I think we can get to where we're going. And you won't fit? Don't have any more room for there. Didn't know about the mechanic? It's really neat. There's a lot of stuff the game doesn't really telegraph very well, but if you play around with it, you can find some cool stuff. Yeah, the previous game... Oh, the previous game is very bad. We don't even talk about that game. It's on the collection of mana, but like, it's abysmally bad. So I will not be playing that one under any circumstances. But the one that comes after this one, Trials of Mana, I would really like to play that one. So that may be something we see on the stream in the future. Keep an eye out for that. And if it is something you would like to see, let me know. That always helps. So we go over this way and then back north, I think is the way we're going. Alright, Popoy reaches level 2. We're gonna have to power level him a bit. Since for some reason new characters start at level 1. And we definitely don't want him to get absolutely clobbered as we reach these new areas. Alright, yeah, Haunted Forest is to the north here. And now that I've got a bow, we'll be able to deal with the goblins with the, or not the goblins, whatever those guys were with the bows. and deal with them on their own terms now, which will be very nice. I like how they can't seem to see that flower until I actually deal with them. Kinda goofy. Go through here and teleport. Yes, much better. Much better than last time when we were forced to basically run from these guys. So I mentioned the Secret of Mana remake last time we were talking, and I mentioned this area specifically. As you can see here, these guys with bows and arrows, for obvious reasons, they can only shoot left to right and up and down. But in the remake, they can shoot in any direction, which makes this area much more difficult than I think it was intended to be, which is fun. Perchance, I'm sure you'd like Trials as well. I've heard such good things about it. I actually had a fan translation on my machine back in the day, but for some reason I never actually got around to playing it. But now, I would love to do that on stream so we can all experience it together. Or anyone else that has not played it yet. Because I'm sure there's some other folks that haven't got around to it at this point. I know they did a remake of that as well, but I think I'd prefer to play the 2D version, personally. Partially because this is a nostalgia channel. That's kind of how we roll. I'm lucky that my dodge seems to be high enough that I'm just sort of avoiding these guys. That is very nice. One of the big gimmicks of Trials is that you get 3 characters, but it's from a pool of 6. And because of that, like, there's some narratives you're not going to see on one playthrough. It takes at least 2 to see all the characters. Which is very unique, I think. There's been some other games since that do that, but that's kind of cool. Alright, Bo has reached level 1, which means it is time to switch. So, I'll go ahead and swap to the axe. I haven't leveled that, and that'll also let us cut through these flowers. Yeah, remake does look good too. Like, don't get me wrong, that one looks good, but for nostalgia's sake, I think we'll probably go for the original. Alright. Let's see, can I cut through these now? I can! Alright. Now we're schmoving. That over here. Then we get to this teleporter. And here's that bridge we created when we hit that switch before. So that's paying dividends. That's nice. And we can head up this way now. As I double check everybody's health, because I'm like, I haven't actually looked at it. I should probably keep an eye on that. Especially poor Papoya there. She's still new. Chobin Hood, that was right. That's what they're called. Got a teleporter over there. And a little wooden post right there. I don't think we can do anything with that at the moment. EP, I'd love to see more of the Mana games. It's the only one I played. The only other one I have, aside from the other 2 in the collection, is I have one for PS2, but the reviews were middling at best for that one, so I haven't played it yet. I don't remember what that one's called. There's Grim gets stuck on the terrain over there. Chest. Grab that. Alright, Emperor. Have a good walk with the doggo. I get poisoned again from a chest, of all things. Well, that's my last medicinal herb, so that's not great. But gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. At least we're definitely taking care of these enemies with the attack power we got right now. We've been getting our grinds in, and it is paying dividends. I appreciate that. Ow. There we go. The point reaches level 5. Getting up towards parity. We're getting there. Get out of here. wish all of my foes would explode into bones when I defeat them. Oh, come on! I appear to be stuck. Oh no. There's a way to switch control, isn't there? Think so? I think there was some way to directly control other characters. I kind of need to get them out of there. Oh no. Is it select? Yeah, there we go. Select button, you can switch your characters you control. I'm not going to be doing that very much, but like every once in a while one of them gets stuck and you gotta kind of switch them around to get them out of a bad situation. Teleporter right here. Ooh. Wow! What is that guy? New enemy? Oh, just a werewolf. Just straight up a werewolf. It looks, it's a werewolf that's throwing hands. What the hell? Knock that off, dude. Ow! Prim's weapon skill up. Boomerang reaches level 1. Alright. That means time to Prim the switch then. Let's see, what does she need to do next? The bow or the axe? Let's have her go for the axe next then. Oh no, I'm using it. Alright, so bow it is then. Oh god, what are these guys? Oh, moogled! Oh god! I got smoogled. And I can't target while I'm moogled, because of course. There we go. I Spy is what that one's called. My motorcycle is also a werewolf. I don't know if that's from somewhere. You're just losing your mind there, Shay. Ellie Coco, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Hands and boots made for walking. It's very from something. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, God. Rip me up, moogled. Damn it. Oh, this is bad. Ow, damn it. I kind of hate these guys. They spawn more enemies. I think we took out the I Spy at least. There we go. I don't even know if we need to be fighting these guys. I don't think we do, but check over here. Max's weapon skill up. Axe reaches level 1 and Max reaches level 9. Very nice. What else do I need to work with? Boomerang. Boomerang is next. Get that on. There we go. Oops, wrong button. Fight to dodge did not work. Oh god. If he's getting cured, yeah, that must mean there's an I Spy nearby. Gotta kill that thing or it's just gonna keep curing everybody. Yep. There we go. Already got bored of doing that, I guess. Alright, looks like there should be a path here, but there's not. Interesting, we might have to hit a switch or something. Shay is losing his mind, business as usual then. Just another day. Hit that boomerang just a little bit too early. There we go. Poise weapon skill up, spear reaches level 1, excellent. I think the world is their oyster, so they can pretty much put on whatever weapon they want right now. So let's go ahead and have them use the boomerang, or no, not the boomerang. Either the bow or the broadsword, maybe? Yeah, let's go for the broadsword then. Gotta make sure it's not something somebody else is using, basically. There's the I Spy. Luckily, since I do have a ranged weapon, I need to get super close to engage. Boy reaches level 6, hell yes. Casting it Cure Water. Luckily, it doesn't seem to cast Cure Water on itself, which makes my life ever so slightly easier. Brim reaches level 9, hell yes. Get those levels. Ow, walked right into that one. Literally. Alright, and I guess we're heading in this way. Sounds like a plot point from the sequel to Loco Cycle. Oh, I wish there was a sequel to Loco Cycle. But unfortunately, Microsoft recently closed that studio down, which breaks my heart. See that I Spy there. Gonna attack outlaws right at the edge of the screen here. See if I can take it out before it even does anything. Don't even know if it had active AI at the moment, but that's fine. Oh, welcome back, Mana. Hope you had a great rest. Hope you're feeling better. Wow! What have we here? Ow. Ow, apparently the bane of my existence. Stop! Stop! Oh, I'm stun locked. Good, good, good. Excellent. I'm gonna need one of you folks to bail me the hell out. Because I am dying here. Jesus. Halter chair! Keep it nice and simple, I suppose. Oh, God. Alright, I'm out of there. Still gotta get sunlocked. Oh, I'm gonna have to use up all my candies in here. That really sucks. You guys are really strong, too. Holy crap. Oh, no! Boy's dead! Shit. That's really bad because I don't have any res items. Oh no, there's like... There are no inns anywhere near here, I don't think. Crap. Well, I guess the best we can do is preventatively use candies on everybody because we kind of took a bit of a beating here. On her especially. Getting low. Damn it. That really sucks. Yeah, the cup of wishes that you saw at the store is the only thing that reses at the moment. And unfortunately that's like 300 GP for one? So it's not really very cost effective to actually get these things. Alright, Yamagumo, get a good rest. We will see you around. Get those doors open, if nothing else. I don't think the sprite gets any XP while they're down either, so that's just gonna put them farther behind. How do they know Cure Water? Who taught them Cure Water? Who taught you that? Where did you learn that? Oh shit, oh damn it, she's down. I saw it just barely too late. Come on. And unfortunately they have iframes while they're healing. Damn it! Not getting me anywhere. There's one. For some reason they explode into a Chubbin skeleton when they kill them. That's weird. Why do they have the same skeleton? Did that not do anything? Weirdly, that switch doesn't do anything. Hello? We've come to help. Huh? Where's Dialek? Huh? Maybe with the witch? It's hopeless. These guys seem like zombies. Just like the people in Pandora. You can bet the witch is behind this. You go into witch's lair? Go up next floor. When 3 people step onto platform, bridge? Platform? Let's go see it. Oh, please tell me Nico runs an inn here. Please. I got caught, purr. Need anything now? Oh no, Nico does not run it in here. That sucks. I mean, like, it does sell a couple wishes, so I could just buy 2 of those. That's expensive. But the mistake is mine. There's not really much else I can do. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so I believe my character has to use it. I think. There we go. And the other one. The cursed wallet. Yeah, that really sucks. It's so bad. Anybody's have? No, none of these guys have anything to say. Weird. We do want to save the game now, though. Let's see, let's save. Why did that even end up exactly like that? It's so wild. 600 freedom bucks to get him revived. Not great. Oh, and I just noticed my health is still super low, so I'm gonna use another candy on myself. There we go. Now I'm feeling a little bit safer. Though Potos is still not terribly strong. Alright, we were able to get through. Very nice. Let that dude out. Can we cheese the... Oh man, we can cheese the werewolves from over here. Basically free XP, I'll definitely take that. Especially since I need the money now more than anything. Max's weapon skill up, boomerang level 1, hell yes. I think they got everything up to level 1 now. Double check. Yep, we've now got level 1 in everything. So let's switch over to the broadsword next. Because we did upgrade that. Does that mean we're going to be able to get a second level in it, perhaps? Got 2 orbs. I don't remember how that works, but we'll see. Ooh, the Sprite's got the broadsword for right now, so we'll hold off on that. But we did level up the axe as well, so maybe I can start working on that. Go ahead and put that back on. Bring arms to a boomerang fight? Had that nudge not make any sense. The scrolling background in the menu is a choice. It's an odd interface, but like it does allow you to see a lot of the menu at the same time, which is kind of cool. It's an interesting choice, but I don't think objectively wrong. Ow. Oh no, I got moogled! Shit. And Prim got moogled, didn't you just stand there while you're moving? Prim's weapon skill up. Arrow reaches level 1. Excellent. So we'll trade her in a second. Get that I Spy killed first. And there goes the cure water. Lay into him. There we go. I Spy's down. I just gotta take these jokers down. Back up into a corner so they can't run away as easily, and they're toast. Alright, Prim, where are you at on weapon levels? Rim's got everything but the axe. So I guess we'll switch them to the axe. Figure out what I'm gonna equip in a second. I guess I can switch to the bow for right now. That's fine until we just until we get to some more weapons. Oops, wrong button. Right now we're basically just waiting on the sprites to level up the broadsword, and then we'll switch them off and play musical chairs. You notice this is one problem with the arrow, is because it doesn't penetrate the enemy. You can generally only hit one enemy with it, whereas with the melee weapons, you can often hit more than one. Some of these enemies are pretty cute, it's true. Oh, this would be an annoying fight. I don't want to do that. Oh god, I don't want to do that. Just head through the door. And yeah, those are the polka chairs. They can use the ranged weapon to take it out before it just absolutely wrecks the entire group there. Got that nice crit there. Beautiful. As the rest of the group decides maybe it should help out. Appreciated. And yep, all of them are polka chairs. I'm like, are any of these just gonna be like real actual chairs? Nope. Max reach is level 10, hell yes. Oh god. I want to deal with these guys. Let's see, the toss animation for weapon exchange was literally just them dunking on a neat idea for the interface, 100% extra and unnecessary, but relatively simple to implement, and yeah, it's just a nice little detail. It adds a little bit of energy to what otherwise would be a bunch of menu manipulation. Yeah, why did they do that? Like, I like to imagine most of the chests are unlocked, and our characters are just so unbelievably violent they didn't think to check. Just gonna smash all of these open. Oh god, I got moogled! Avenge me! There we go. You guys want to jump in here at any point? That'd be cool. Alright. That moved that wall down here. Moogled! Not a verb I expected to be using today, but here we are. Sometimes you get ambushed by language. I like that there aren't actually any Moogles in the Secret of Mana universe. They're just being cheeky about it. The Secret of Mana was originally a Final Fantasy spin-off, but it was starting with, I believe, this game that they decided to go off in their own direction. But they've still got some little Final Fantasy Easter eggs here and there, which is cute. Alright, spooky little lab looking thing here. Is this the witch we've been hearing so much about? Possibly. Phew, what noisy little children. See what you get. As she retreats to, inevitably, her boss room. Oh god, I haven't saved in a long time. I'm gonna quick save, because I can do that on this version. There we go. Excellent. Allow me the pleasure of sending you to Thanatos. Dialogue! Eleni, what have you done with him? What have I done? Well, I just sent him to the ruins in Pandora. My magic doesn't seem to work too well, and I couldn't handle him. But Thanatos wanted him, so I sent him there. Thanatos? the head of a secret organization that intends to overthrow the kingdom. How could you? He's already dispatched most of the people in Pandora. All that's left is for Sir Thanatos to storm the castle from the ruins. Now, won't you be so kind as to feed yourself to my cute little Spiky? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh god! Oh, I hate this boss so much. I hate this boss so much. The Spiky Tiger. Fire Bouquet level 2. Oh, jeez. Alright, Prim is taking a huge beating there. Go ahead and use the candy on her. This is going to be a tough fight. And there, jeez. The sprite just got walloped. Boy. It's totally fired in the wrong direction there. Oh god, and she's in bad shape again. I'm really glad I quick saved. Ow! To get knocked unconscious. Brutal. And once again, Popoy is in bad shape, but she's unconscious, so I can't even use anything on her. Wake! Oh god! And she's down. Wasn't really anything I could do there. Although I think I might have been able to use candy on her. I forgot another thing I could do. Speaking of, Prim's in bad shape and I don't have any more candy, but I got a chocolate bar. Chocolate bar it is then. Go. Fire breath. Oh god, I'm on fire. Oh god, I'm on fire. Put me out, put me out, put me out. Oh, put me out. Fire Bouquet level 2. Damn, that lowers my attack as well. Not ideal. Oh, I'm unconscious. Alright, magic wore off. That's good. No more attack down. Where is his hitbox? No! And she's down. Oh god. Not going great. Not going great at all. Oh, I missed. And I'm toast. Thank goodness for quick saves. Yeah, you really don't have any, like, tools to deal with this fight, which is unfortunate. Sadly, no trace of them was ever found. Let's, quick load. And then, you know, that happens in RPGs a lot. It's like, just if you don't have the right tools yet, because it's too early in the game, you don't have, you just kind of gotta wall up on enemies and hope that's enough. Alright, let's quick load. Yes. And let's also switch if we can get the sprite with a ranged weapon. That would be nice, I think. Since they're not really equipped to attack close up anyway. Go! Let's see if this does any better for us. Seen people pet hedgehogs, it can be done, as long as you kind of go with the grain and not against the grain. They use Moogles as an asset in every game, you wouldn't complain, they are adorable. Let's see, releases Mystic Quest in Europe, no relation to Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Very confusing. It is nice that she does explain every single facet of her evil plan. Also very weird. She must be very lonely. I think she doesn't have anyone to talk to here is basically what this comes down to. Alright, so... let me go ahead and summon the monster. I'll see if I can dodge the opening attack. That'd be nice. Did not dodge it. Oh god. Nope. So, let's see. Candy. On point. There we go. Perfect. Hidden. I mentioned the combat gets a little more complex later on. You get more tools to use. You're going to see that before long at all. Well, right now, yeah, we really don't have much of anything. Speaking of, candy on Prim. Go. I mean, like I said, I didn't want to spoil too much, but one thing I think is pretty obvious. You notice we don't have any goddamn heal spells? Or any spells at all? That should tell you something about what's coming up later on. Go. That damage in there. Oh, stupid fire bouquet. Ow, damn it. And, oh, Prim and Popoy are both down. Jeez. Alright, I'm gonna have to use that chocolate, literally my only healing item. 250. That's a really nice healing item to use right there. That knocks me unconscious, doesn't do a lot of damage, but I can't really do anything. Go. Please tell me he's weak. Please tell me he's weak now. Come on. Knocked me unconscious, didn't take any damage from that hit either. Ow, come on! I've got nothing to fight with now. Damn it. Come on! Oh, damn it, that sucks. That attack is the worst. Get up, get up! And we're unconscious again. Come on! Please! Did knock us unconscious at least. Take that. Small. How did that even hit me from there? How did that not hit him from there? Basically, what I'm understanding is he can just sort of damage me whenever he feels like it, and I've got to kind of hope for the best. Now I'm literally inside of him? Good times. 7 health in a dream. Nope. Oh, God. Alright, so I think I see what I'm going to have to do here. I think basically the only option I'm going to have is I have to update their AI to be more aggressive. I think that's basically the only option I'm going to have. So, go ahead and open that menu. So Prim is using the axe. So for Prim, we're going to go to the action grid. And we're going to set her to maximum aggressiveness. Approach all the way close and just wallop the dude. And for Popoy, she's using the bow, so she doesn't need to approach too close. But we do want her to get very aggressive. Let's see if that helps any. We just really need to be doing more damage than we're doing right now. That is kind of what it comes down to. Alright, skip through this dialogue. This would be a lot worse if I had to go back to my last save point, because that was a while back. So thank goodness for quick saves. Definitely appreciative for those. Alright. Alright. And she does a little magic. Alright, cross your fingers. Let's see if this is the one. Actually, wait, isn't Sprite supposed to be using the... Oh yeah, I swapped the Sprite to the boomerang on the last play, not this one. Don't need to do that here. There we go. Yo, fire bouquet! Candy on Potoy. Ow. Shit. Oh, I faded, come on. And candy on Prim. Anybody else wants to attack? That'd be really cool. Do I need to force target him? Is that what it is? Guys! Spike the tiger! Guys! The boss that's killing us! Target the boss that's killing us! Let's see. Storyteller, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Oh, god damn it. I also forgot that I didn't set a category. It's a little academic at this point, but I'm going to just for, to get in there. Let's see, this is the second boss in a row that seems almost designed to render companions useless. At this point of the game, kind of. Like I said, we get more tools later on, but right now we really don't have much. We will later though, and you'll see, and you'll be like, oh, alright, that makes more sense. Oh god. And Potoy's down. Let's go ahead and switch her to Boomerang then. So we do need to be getting some hits while we're up here. Oh no. Get some candy on Prim before she's toast. Oh no! I'm in trouble. Very quickly use chocolates on Max. Well, he's toast. And I immediately get fire breath again. Once again, just a quick reminder, if you want to attack the spiky tiger, that'd be super cool. Really would appreciate that. Of course, he's immune when he's casting fire, okay, so that part doesn't manage very much. Now, unfortunately, the target only really counts for like one attack, so it doesn't help much. Crap. And we're out of healing items, so at this point it's just whatever. Not a great fight. Not a great fight. Just stun locked into oblivion. Can't move here. Alright. I'm gonna have to like quick save after the dialogue if we're gonna keep doing this. Let's see. I know the game, but right now they keep putting terrain they can't seem to have. Yeah, it's true. They do keep doing that. I don't know why they do that this early in the game. Like, if it was even a little bit later in the game, this would make sense, but here it's just really brutal. Alright, so... so let's go ahead and, like I said, we're going to switch Popoi to the bow. Or to the boomerang, sorry. We're going to go ahead and tweak the actions. Get a little bit more aggressive there. And I can't see who I'm working with. There we go, and we'll put her on super aggressive. Let's see how that works. Alright, so as soon as the boss fights begins, I will go ahead and quick save. So I have something to go back to. So we don't have to keep going through this dialogue. That'd be really nice. Unfortunately, I think he's like always gonna wallop us with that opening attack. I don't think there's any way around that. I mean, that's something. Alright, quick save. Save that in slot 2, so we got options. There we go. And Popoi's almost dead. That's good. Let's go ahead and use a candy on Popoi, see if we can save her. And I'm gonna use a candy on Prim, save her. And accomplished very little there. Hey, Popoi actually hit the boss. All right, both of them are actually doing a little bit of damage now. That's fantastic. Fortunately, you can't stun lock the bosses the same way you do the rest of the enemies. Does not work out for very reasonable reasons. That would kind of be busted if you just do that. Everybody's unconscious. Shit, that's bad. Alright. Let's have Popoi use the last candy on herself. There's a very good chance if we have to keep doing this, we might just let Popoi die and then focus on the party members that are doing a little bit more. Because they're really not doing much here. Just a reminder, we are fighting this spiky tiger, if anybody had forgotten. I'm gonna attack him there. Really appreciate that. That would just be really cool to you guys. So neat. Alright, I'm gonna use the chocolate on myself. That's our last healing item. And now we're just working with what we're working with. Shit. Oh, come on, we're actually doing a little bit of damage here. Oh, damn, it landed right on me there. Ooh, there goes Popoi. And there goes Prim. Oh, anytime now. And of course, now he's got nobody to target with his magic except me, so I'm gonna get all that. Right on me? Cool. Oh, god damn it. Anytime now. Luckily, it did not knock me unconscious a second time. Would have been very rude. Ow. There we go! Whew. Finally! What a mean fight! Kiss, thank you for the GGs. Shay, thank you for the GGs. Way to go! And we got the boomerang's orb, and that auto reses everybody too, so that's nice. That's very nice. Let's double check what everybody needs, because the sprites are... Oh, the sprite does not have a level with a boomerang. So we're good there. Let's see, they need to be using the axe, which I think they are. And as for my character... I want to be using either the sword or the axe. I think the sword. Let me go ahead and switch to that. Start working my way towards level 2 with that. We petted it hard, now it's gone. That's the hardest I've ever had to keep my mouth shut about a game in my entire time here. Wait, what happened? Was there a better strategy than what I was doing? Curious now. Oh, I've got charge already? Oh, I didn't think I had charge yet. All right, so I've got a charge with the sword and the axe. I forgot about that. I thought that came later on for some reason. All right, so let me explain that real quick. So basically any of my weapons that had a level, which right now is just the sword and the axe. If I hold down the attack button, I can start charging, which lets me do a much stronger attack. And that's what that charge level was on the attack grid screen, is I can tell my party members how much I want them to charge their weapons. Please forgive me! Sorry, the magical herbs that grow in this forest have withered. I have been trading the villagers for Thanatos' herbs. From now on, I'll simply be a normal elderly lady and live peacefully. If you're looking for that other kid, he's at the ruins south of Pandora. You can take what's in the treasure chest. I don't need it anymore. The orb in the underground palace? You need to use the magic of ice. I don't have any more magical power left. Alright, what's in the chests? Well, the whip, a new weapon. New ranged weapon. And 50 gold. Alright, I'll take that. Allow me to send you outside. Yeah, let's not fight our way through the entire castle again. Yeah, your makeup wasn't the issue, lady. Trying to murder us is what we were taking issue with. Dialect is alive! Can you hear me? Come immediately to the water palace. It's Luca! What now? What's the matter? I gotta go. I'm going too. I'm worried about Dialect, but I can't save him alone. I'll go with you. In return, you can help rescue Dialect. Yippee! I'm coming along! You can count on me. I guess. Alright. So, unfortunately, we're derailed again. Instead of going to directly to save Dialect, we gotta head back to the water palace. See what's going on over there. All the enemies seem to be gone at least. That makes things easier. From that area, anyway. Alright, so we're back in the haunted forest. We gotta get through here. Oh, we have leveled up a bit, so that's nice. Should make things a touch easier. Oh god. Oops, no, not that button. There we go. Had to get him unstuck. Pathing is just not having a good time in this area. Exhibit A right there. Doing 35 damage now with the sword. Remember we were doing in the teens early in the game. I think 16? Or we were doing 14 to 16 in the first area. Alright, we got that teleport there. I think there is one teleport we haven't tried here too. We want to try that. Back here. Back here. Bring it. Ugh. Alright, so you remember we found these wooden stakes before. I think we might have something we can do right now, because they mentioned the whip before, remember? So yeah, now we can use the whip, which is neat. And that's a nice little shortcut out here, which is right outside the Water Palace, thankfully. Also, I just realized we haven't saved, so make a quick save real quick. I love how it's like, I've been trading people for magic drugs, but I'll stop, and we're like, alright, cool, that seems fair. I mean, it was either that or beat an elderly woman within an inch of her life, so I'm gonna be okay with us making that call. That seems fine. Not super hyped about the alternative. Alright. Alright, we're here. What's up? Oh, you told me there was something going on. What do we need to do here? Told me to rush over here, as a matter of fact. Indeed, the elemental of water lives in a cave beneath a waterfall. It's east of the steps leading to the palace. You've got to find her. Her seal on this palace has failed, and I fear she's in great danger. Alright. Indeed. Let's see. Before we do that, though, already restored. Save one more time here. And just explain everything again. Alright, unfortunately this seems like a good place to stop the game for the day. Not because I don't want to play anymore, I do want to play more, but because it is about 1,000,000 degrees in this room and I need to open it up and get some air in here. So, I hope you folks are enjoying the game so far. I hope you are looking forward to seeing some more. Next time we play, we will definitely see more of those options I keep telling you about. We'll be seeing those very soon. So look forward to that. And that'll be Friday and Saturday next week. We're going to be playing both days, and I think we're going to make some very good progress there. Good time zone to you, good time zone to you as well. Thank you for stopping by. Saturn, I hope you enjoyed your lurk there. That it's a man of secret time again. It's a secret to everyone. That hateful village during the opening again, those people are jerks, and they can deal with the monsters on their own. As always, thank you everybody for hanging out here. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking a chance on the weird stuff that I play here. I hope you're having a good time with this one. I'm enjoying returning to it, especially now that we beat that tiger. I don't ever want to fight that tiger ever again. That explosive kitten again. Sometimes kittens explode. It's just a thing. I don't make the rules. Little miffed that you're working so hard to uncover your secret. I'm curious, man. I want to know. So, we're going to go ahead and bail out of here, but we do, of course, have one last thing to do before we call it quits, and as always, that is... let's go ahead and see who else is online. So if you're not done watching Twitch for the day, maybe I can send you somewhere cool. I would definitely like the opportunity to try. So, while I'm looking to see who all is live, a couple things you folks might want to do if you haven't done them already. First and foremost, make sure to hit follow if you haven't already. That'll be the easiest way to find me again if you'd like to come back, and we would love to have you back. You can also, if you want, enable notifications that'll let you know when I go live. I know I find that useful sometimes. Also a couple links in chat you might want to check out if you haven't seen them already. We've got a link to my Discord. If you would like to chat with me and the rest of the community outside of the stream, feel free to check that out. And we've got a link to my YouTube if you'd like to check out any of the games I've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic. We have a ton of RPGs there, if that is your thing. So please feel free to jump in there and check that out. And let's see, what else is there today? We got a couple of good options today. However, I do see somebody playing a game that I find very fascinating, number one, And that I will never play probably number 2 because it is not really like my thing to play, but like I love seeing people play it because it's really interesting. So, why don't you join me as we go ahead on a raid over to fellow retro streamer PMC Trilogy, who today is playing Ogre Battle March of the Black Queen for PS1. Again, fascinating game if you've never seen it before. You're in for a treat. Why don't you join me over there, say hi to PMC, hang out a bit, throw him a follow if you like what he's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, and I will see you folks next week on Friday for more Secret of Mana. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.